Matt's not letting up be through. Oh, wait.
Alright, rockets through.
Matt's not letting up be through. Oh, wait.
Alright, rockets through. That's gonna win.
in and try and get anything. We are going to see Vex Gaming move over to the left-hand side. Just going to take that red buff again. Vex Gaming definitely doing a lot more work in the jungle. Currently, they've taken 4 of the buffs, and we are Hollow. They've only taken 2. In and try and get anything. We are going to see Vex Gaming
just
move
having
over
a nice
to the
ricochet shot, trying to stop. Oh, it was a good nature's grasp there. There's an impale straight into the wall. Scylla getting out with the Sentinel, but there goes the Desert Fury to find yet another kill for Tiki. Odin Bird Bomb off the mark completely. He's going to get Wrath of Terror, and he could spell his doom down. But a great ricochet shot from Huyi, and the leap from Onher gets him away in time. Spirit Wall is off the mark. Ooh, 2 members of X Gaming very low and getting out. Amazing play there from the Onher.
Yep, Achilles is going to retreat there. That was some amazing plays. 3 kills now in favor of Vex Gaming, 0 kills for We Are Hollow. That was unfortunate.
That disperse was amazing. It was the most perfectly timed one because it baited Huyi to go in. At the same time, he didn't die. It was last second. I just like the fact that Acolius hit that triple ricochet on him and took down most of his HP, though. That was hype.
That ricochet was indeed hype. I think we both saw it at the same time. I was in stunned silence. You were just excited. That was great. We are going to see the right red camp go in favor of Vex Gaming yet again. They really are liking their red camps there. We're going to see the purple buff from the left-hand side go in favor of We Are Hollow. Going to go on Acolius there. Isis just has a permanent red buff on at this point.
It won't have it up for the entirety of the game, considering that the red buff on the left-hand side is due to spawn too soon, really. Oh, the good stop of the dive bomb. Impale's going to stop there thanks to the beads.
Yeah, Achilles going to get out of there on about 1/4 health. We are going to see the advantage now in Vex Gaming's favor. Going to have to be very careful. We Are Hollow. Achilles not wanting to go anywhere. We are just going to see if we can go back to the tower.
Right now, Onher's going to be very difficult to box. He's got the Transcendence. He's going to be going into that Soul Eater, giving him a 300 health, 15% physical, or is it 20% physical lifesteal, and 15% attack speed, sorry. And he's going to be very hard to fight. Not to mention the 10 physical power, 10 physical protections coming out from the aura. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, man. Their team has so much health at this point. I mean, Isis has 600 extra health from a field staff. Sylvanas just being Sylvanas and his tanky self. And the Soul Eater giving Anha a little bit of extra health as well. Hollow are going to have a hard time dealing with that much at this point.
And to be honest, it's getting rid of the threat of the Odin. You can only do so much burst before he's then just a sitting duck. Because once that Raven Shout is down and that lunge is gone, he's just somewhat tanky. And they can really burst that down very quickly. There's a good Nature's Grasp there. It's going to stop the Raven Shout from doing any effect. There goes the Nine Suns ultimate. I think he's going to get trapped in there.
We are going to see Odin jump out. We're going to see Disperse as well from Anha getting out of there on just under half health. We do have the heal from Sylvanas if needed. Whiff's going to come online just in a second. Hoyi's going to try and stop someone backing. Is he going to stop Anha? No, he's not. Shot just off the mark, not quite in range. And now this wave is going to go slightly in favor of We Are Hollow.
Right now, Vex Gaming EU, yes, they do have the 3 kills, but those kills came early, just giving them a bit of gold. They haven't really got the lane pressure just yet. What you're going to start seeing now is as the respawn timers get longer and longer, that's when the kills start to matter a bit more, when they can start to push down the tower, the Phoenix, and then maybe even the Titan. We've seen it in multiple Joust tournaments where a team has got all the kills early game, but then they just get decided once, late game, and they lost because of it. And that's just the way Joust goes.
Yeah, the respawn timers in Joust do really dictate half of these games. We are going to see a pull slightly off the mark by Red Key, but we are going to see Hoyi going to get locked into place. Going to jump out on about 1/4 health yet again. Odin getting his bomb ready. No, not going to use anything with it. And that is again... Spirit Ball. Great shot there on against Skadi by the Isis. No follow-up there, unfortunately.
Shell coming out already for the Sylvanas. Really wants the extra protections and survivability. It all just seems to be like they don't want the Odin to do any damage or have any effect in this game whatsoever. We haven't seen the cage come out once.
No, we haven't. He's not been given the opportunity. Skadi is going to get stunned there by the Spirit Ball, but slightly out of range, just out of range of the pull by Sylvanas. And now we're just going to see 2 of them. No, we're not going to see anyone go back at all. Those guys just sitting on the edge there. How are you going to get hit by a Spirit Ball yet again, taking off a chunk of his health?
There you see why he is so valued in Joust. The triple ricochet can hit as a Blink triple Rapid Terror comes down. This is going to be a huge fight. Circle Magician coming out. Angry Day QQ fights Iconius. I'm a monster. Going to find Tinky, but it's not enough damage. Tinky kills him with the Disperse instead.
And Paul is going to be just off the mark there by Sylvanas. Odin's going to get out of there with half health, going to survive, although that tower's going to take a fair amount of damage. Just going to see... No, he's going to get hit by the Spirit Ball, going to get stunned in place as well. The shield is going to go online. Is he going to get out of there, though?
The lunge saves him there. A bit... I think one more hit from the Wingus would have done it. Yeah, he was on about 150 health there. And the Wingus is doing an obscene amount of damage, especially with the shoes on the match, and is going into a Book of Thoth, giving another power spike to the side of Vex Gaming EU.
Yep, Ice is going to start doing a lot of damage now. We are seeing Odin's prioritizing the magic protection for himself and the team protection of the physicals there. I can see why he's doing it, but at this point, he's not really getting the chance to do anything. He hasn't blinked. He's used his cage, what, once at this point? And that was in that previous fight.
He used it once, and it wasn't too much effect, really. He has to trap the Isis in, but Isis didn't care at that point. Going straight after the Huyi, who was low health and just got killed by the Circle of Protection. The Odin is going to be going into a Sovereignty, and what I believe is going to be built from this Steel Mail. As the Blink Raptor Terror is off the mark. That's a beautiful dive bomb from Huyi.
Brilliant dive bomb. Paul just off the mark by Sylvanas as well. But Anho really wants to get this Huyi.
Odin's round the back. He's come in a little too late. The Huyi's already dead.
Yep, Huyi going to go down to, I think it was Tiki that got the kill, was it not?
I believe it was. I'm just having a look at the stream right now. It was Tiki with a basic attack, thanks to a root from the Verdant Growth from Sylvanas. Shell activated, trying to stop the bird bomb damage from Odin. He's just using the Raven Shell right now as a shield. And he's level 9, you don't want to be using it as a shield just yet. As there goes the Odin Cage Watch Bomb. He's trapped inside there with the rest of the enemy team. Circle Protection did a lot of damage, but it's not enough. Skadi actually finds Kedri.
Yeah, the kill going to go there. Tiki is going to also get Enomius there, however. Is Huyi going to go in? So Sir's going in. He's going to miss with Sikkim. Going to get stunned. No, she's not. She's going to use the ultimate, but is she going to get the kill? No, she's not. She is going to go down to Angry Day QQ. Now Huyi is by himself.
The baits were real for the on her. So low health. Oh, triple ricochet on Angry Day QQ and a great dive bomb. Going to stop the Spirit Ball from killing him. Wingust is going to claim the kill, though.
Yep, that Angry Day QQ is going to get the Achilles again. He is hitting those triple ricochets so well.
It's a lot easier to hit them on the Joust map. The walls are a lot smoother than they are in Conquest, which is why you see him picked up a lot more. And I believe that once people have the hang of getting the ricochets to this Joust map, he'll be a lot more valued in the Conquest. Yeah,
the Conquest map is a little bit more difficult. It's a lot more unpredictable where it's going to go, isn't it? There's a lot more circular areas, and in this map, especially in the middle, you've just got such a straight line that you can just easily bounce everything off. We are seeing the buff camps yet again going in favour of Vex Gaming.
Well, there was a Mystical Mail coming out from the Odin, trying to provide a bit more damage, and it's what they need at this point. They need to be able to burst the enemy team down as quickly as possible. And Mystical Mail will allow us to just get that extra bit of damage in these fights. But is it going to be enough? I'm not too sure it is going to be, thanks to the shell coming out from Kedri.
If these guys can survive that a little bit longer, if Hollow can just keep going, there's a chance that if they manage to get at least for Anher, they may have a chance. However, they are quite far behind when you look at it now. I mean, Tiki's they're all 13 apart from Kedri, who's 12, but Hollow have just 2 level 10s and a 9. They're a little bit behind.
Well, if you have a look at the graphs, it's 6,800 experience, 4,800 gold. Let's go. Blink Odin Cage goes up, finding all 3. There goes the Sunbreaker Ultimate Angry QQ with the Aegis and the Circle Protection. It's enough to just basically tickle him in the end.
We are also going to see a 3-man Wrath of Terror come out from the Sylvanas, where we are going to see now Enomius run back to base. Huyi by himself. Huyi's going to go down by the ultimate there from Tiki as well. Scylla's going to go down. She will not go down. She's going to retreat there. She's got to be very careful. Is that Phoenix going to go down? Yes, Phoenix is going to go down in favour of We Are Hollow. Spirit Ball just off the mark there. Enomius is getting pinned in the corner there. Scylla's ultimate is just going to be just off the mark.
Scylla's ultimate was mostly in the wall there. It was a bit rushed, really. Kedri wasn't really going anywhere, was basic attacking, slow, but still picks up the kill thanks to the Crusher and the Murmur from Odin. But Odin's going to trade his life out there. Surrender Vote coming out as Tiki finds yet another kill. 703 reaps the on her slash line. This game looks like it's going to be over very soon. Even be over now. Tiki taking a lot of damage from the Titan, actually.
And he's going to have to be very careful here, but the Titan is going to stay okay, or I think Achilles go down. Skadi is going to get the kill on Angrade QQ, and now Tiki is just alone by himself trying to fight Basila.
It's going to be, look, it's just poke this Titan down little by little. Going to disperse over the wall, and Impale finds the Titan kill.
That was well thought out there, just jumping over the wall, realizing he could do just enough damage to kill it before Scylla got him. Scylla not quite realizing what was going on until it was just too late. So that match is going to go in favor of Vex Gaming. Commiserations to We Are Hollow.
I don't know why, but that just reminded me of a slam dunk from Space Jam.
You're going to pump up the jam?
Yeah, obviously. Gonna turn it on whilst we're in the break, which we're going to go to now. We'll bring you another game when we return. Hello, one and all, and welcome to the next game of the tournament. My name is Alpha Jackal, and I'm joined by King Turd for this one as we spectate Above the Gods versus Team Banderbear.
We've got 3 bans already come out. Above the Gods opting to ban Kepri and Freya, while Team Banderbear, to no surprise, gets rid of the Aposh.
He wasn't banned in the last game, actually. We didn't see him picked up at all.
Well, I wasn't.
It was also no Hebo locked on, and I don't think even Kronos was hovered on either. It was a very weird draft from both teams. but as team comps today looked comfortable with on both sides. We do see Freya, we do see Kronos, we see Abwash, we see Kepri. These are standard bans as they go in Joust.
Yeah, no weirdness coming up. Shanghai being banned out from above the gods, very strong in 3v3. You know, she can get the blue buff and she can spam abilities, and that ult is so strong right now.
In a 3v3 setting, you can more easily and reliably hit all 3 members, and when every single member of the enemy team is stunned, it just allows for a great repositioning of your team, a good disengage, good re-engage, whatever you need. The stun for 3 seconds on the last person is going to be huge. And with the Bologna ban, that leaves Bacchus open, and above the gods lock that in straight away.
Bacchus, as opposed to Conquest, considered one of the very best gods at 3v3. He's so disruptive, he has so much CC, and he does so much damage, especially once he gets some pen boots online.
And not to mention, the knock-up can set up so much. In a 3v3 setting, when you're all there together, the knock-up into 2 of your damage dealers dealing immense damage with their abilities, it's going to be tough to deal with. Unless they draft an Aphrodite and she uses Undying Love, which has been happening.
Artemis, okay. I've not seen Artemis in a long time. Very slow early game Artemis usually, but once she comes online, she's going to stay online and just go through anyone in a way.
And also mention, with the Aphrodite linked to it, it's going to be very hard to kill the Artemis, considering it's going to have heals, going to have that Undying Love as well, it's going to have to back off to help create some space and some distance between any aggressor. But the gods, they need a couple picks right now. A Hunter, who you still left open most notably. I wouldn't be surprised if they did draft that. Ooh, and he was still open as well. That's a great point. But we're going to go for a bit more circle-oriented ultimate with Agni being hovered on.
And Kali also being hovered on for that one, and the duo locking Kali. Would have hated to see Kali on Team Panda Bear, but Kali does go to above the gods. Her passive, she kills a target. She gets so much HP back. And in 3v3, there's less options for her target to be, and so she's stronger.
And not to mention, in Conquest, it takes her a while to get online. In 3v3, she's online in 3 minutes, because that's when she can buy Keens.
GP5 is just so much higher, isn't it?
It's accelerated to stupid levels. Allow the hyper carries to just be regular. You see, that's why Kronos is there, that's why Kali, that's why Expo is also very highly coveted, but Kumbhakana being covered here.
Kumbhakana, an all-rounder, not really amazing at something, but he's good at, he's decent at generally everything though. He's also very disruptive, he can interrupt the Bacchus belt, but apart from that, there's not much else. He can keep someone locked down and CC'd for a very long time, and considering how fast 3v3 fights last, it could be a good pick for them.
I also like the fact that he can banish Kali for 2.2 seconds, meaning that whilst that destruction is active, it's going to have a lot less of an effect. It allows, if Artemis is the target or if Aphrodite is the target, allows space and distance to be created, forcing the Kali to use the leap to get into the fight, when she really wants to be using it for an escape if possible.
If Kumbhakana builds a little bit of damage, or a fair bit of damage, he can wait until Kali is nearly dead, has ult, and that ult is nearly about to go down. He can ult her, and she's in there, that ult will drop, and she will come down dead. Oh,
it does something stupid like 650 damage on the landing at base at max rank. And with Soul Reaver, he's ridiculous. I played Kumbhakana recently, I almost one-shot somebody with my combo.
Oh yeah, it's been like that for a while, but now I don't know, what Kumbhakana didn't need was a damage buff, but hey, why not?
Hey, it certainly made him a bit more popular. So it worked. It also brings out a bit of solo combo in Conquest.
Oh, no, please, no.
Have you ever played against mid-combo?
I played as mid-combo.
Oh god.
got first blooded within a few seconds by Death Panther from Team Bazaar. What's he do?
Oh well, what can you do? Well, we're going to go to the break, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes with the game. Hello, one and all. It is Above the Gods versus Team Panda Bear. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. And the match has started. Rustrus playing Kali, Ice Baby on Arachne, and Terberis on the Bacchus of your members of Above the Gods.
On Team Panda Bear, we have Pimmer on Artemis, Pimmer Fangirl on Aphrodite, and Subterra on Cumber. Now, the first thing I say, Vitalis being rushed on Kali, but we've got a golden sash coming out on Cumber.
I see something else.
I do. Okay.
Invade.
Okay. They took the long way around, but looks like they're going to take this blue. But Team Panda Bear will be the lane first. They will have no idea that blue's gone, and they're going to go for the red.
Above the Gods, there were thinking that they were going to get the blue buff early for the Aphrodite. Instead, they get the attack speed buff for the Artemis,
And the entire wave is pushing to the tower now.
What a triple golden sash starts. Two on Team Panda Bear, as you said before. Both of them are probably going to be going into the ethereal staff. Possibly a gem of isolation on the Aphrodite. It's nice we don't see that much, but with those birds ticking constantly, it's going to be hard.
Indeed. So what? 5, 6, 7 ticks, and that's going to slow you for a long, long time. About 5, 6, 7 seconds actually. It's a long slow, and you could do a lot. Maybe a Warlock Sash. I don't know. Aphrodite she's very good at getting the last hits from them birds.
Yeah, but it takes a while for the Warlock Sash to get online, and in the fast-paced world that is 3v3, you want instant stuff to come online. The second you buy it, you want it to be there and happy, which is why you do see a lot of Book of Thoth come out, simply because most of the benefits from it come straight up from the item itself, rather than the stacks.
Usually about 30, 40 extra power, doesn't it, when it's fully stacked?
It's nothing too much to worry about. If you get the stacks, hooray. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. Whilst the Warlock Sash, that's 300 health you're missing.
Sovereignty being finished up by Tabari's on back is going to give Above the Gods a slight advantage if they choose to fight now, possibly.
The wave clear coming out right now from Team Panda Bear is huge. You can see just how dominant they can be with this Cumber Aphrodite clear.
Above the Gods, though, playing well. They didn't lose a single creep then. Both teams very, very even. Team Panda Bear have a slight advantage due to getting that early wave into the tower.
Fatalis already finished for the Kali. Gonna be sticking to anybody she wants to, like Rubber.
Ethereal Staff being finished up by the Agni as well. Can't see how much HP that'll give him though. I don't know where to find that.
It gives him...
Oh, 1,240.
Oh wow, that's a lot of HP already. He's only level 5, he's already got over 1,000 health. That's Guardian level HP.
Indeed. Has he got more HP than Bacchus? He's got more HP than Bacchus. Not more HP than Cumber, though, who has, along with the Pimmer Fangirl and Aphrodite, to go for Ethereal Staff.
Triple Ethereal Stat. I like it. I'd like to see more of this, actually. It's a lot of health, a lot of sustained fighting going on here. But if the team fight does break out, you do have to get the advantage to Team Panda Bear. The peel coming out for the Artemis could just lay waste with that Vengeful Assault.
Plus, they have so much HP behind them now. They have about, 12,000 HP more. Roughly, I would guess. Maybe a bit less.
I'm surprised we actually didn't see a Bluestone Pendant coming out for the Artemis. I mean, yes, she does suffer with mana problems early, but that Suppress the Insolent to 3 just does so much. Can do a lot of damage, especially with the Bluestone Dot.
We see a 2-man route coming on back from Subterra and the come as they do look to try and lock down the Kali, but they disengage well.
That was a good leap there from Kali, just to get her away. The Nimble Strike, only 55 units in range. Oh, the good stopping of the back there, thanks to the Suppress the Insolent from Artemis. Why is it that Artemis has the longest names for the simplest abilities?
She was one of the first God's Maze, wasn't she? She was one of the original 15 or something. She has ridiculous names, and I don't think they quite thought it through at the time.
No, Vengeful Assault, Suppress the Insolent, Caledonian Boar. No, it's Tusky. Everybody knows it is Tusky.
Bacchus, what he wants to engage here, but he just can't. If he goes on Artemis, there's Aphrodite to peel for him and Cumber. If he goes on the Aphrodite, she's Aphrodite with Cumber right next to her. He's having a hard time deciding when to initiate here. Maybe with the right option.
She needs to wait for the engage to happen and the peel to be used, trying to get away from the Agni and Bacchus combination. Then she can leap in with that Nimble Strike and go to town with the Fatalis and Bluestone Pendant as well. She's just finished.
4 minutes 13. Both teams respectively going for their both team. Yeah, looks like nothing much coming out at the moment. No team really wants to engage. Bacchus at this point probably a better initiator than Cumber, who hasn't got the best initiations. His mesmerize is fairly small. AoE, and his ult is
Aphrodite's not here. There's a big engage coming out here. Caledonian Ball going to be activated, but Rustros did pick up the kill for the first blood.
Good jump by Bacchus. Not going to be able to find on Subterra. First blood going down to above the gods. They recognised the Aphrodite wasn't there, and they pounced on it. Very well played.
This comp that Team Panda have drafted, they work together well as a 3. But when there's 2 of them there, they are vulnerable. If Venomous isn't there, they've not got that much damage. If Cumber isn't there, they haven't got the peel. If Aphrodite isn't there, they haven't got the sustain. And they recognise that very well. They just pile on top of the damage. There was nothing Cumber could do.
No, nothing at all, I'm afraid. Maybe even if they had Aphrodite and someone else there, I think that would work. But Cumber, he's probably going to be leveling up his throwback, and he is. That mesmerize is only going to be a second long. That route is only going to be 2 seconds long. There's not much CC coming out from at the moment.
Oh, it's 2-second route. That's the worst thing.
It's more obnoxious than anything.
Well, actually, I take that back. The worst thing is being intoxicated by Bacchus for 8 seconds.
That is actually one of the worst things in the game. Not a lot of teams really capitalise now, though. Not recently, though. Generally considered one of the best ults in the game. Not being used to its full extent by most teams at the moment, I think.
It just stops Artemis from being able to auto-attack efficiently. And with the heal down from Aphrodite now, they look to engage. They're going to go on to the Cumber, taking half his health already.
Cumber couldn't do much there. He missed his mesmerized on no one, and a good stun coming out from Kali on that Gorgishang. Gorgishang taking a long wind up to actually get down, and with the disruption that Above the Gods had, it's very easy. Oh, good ultimate coming out from the Artemis. Initiation coming out from Tabares. Maybe they can turn on him here.
Well, they did miss the trap there, did Pimmer. They're still going to go aggressive and a lot of damage. The Epic Uppercut will secure the kill.
Good poke coming out from Agni, but yeah, Team Panda Bear will disengage. Might be able to look for something else here. Very well played by Pimmer, but they do get the boons Agni, who has to dash away. Oh, the stun coming out onto Pimmer, Fango from Ice Ice, maybe potentially saving from Bustress there.
I do like the fact that Terra Bearers has already got the Weakening Curse online. Even though it's only 65% anti-heal, it's a lot to disrupt the Aphrodite healing. They need a bit more anti-heal coming out. I imagine that it's going to be Divine Ruin built on Agni coming up right now. And that Bacchus will be going into the Pestilence as well for his magical defense.
I just want to go back to Pimmer just for a second about his fantastic reaction times, that Bacchus initiation. Bacchus, you know, Artemis probably is the best person they can initiate on this. She hasn't got much movement ability. Her 2 is the best she can do at getting away. And Bacchus does get a good leap on her. Pimmer, though, instantly coming out with the ult, with the CC immunity, and they managed to turn it back onto Tabares instantly. Very well played by Pimmer.
And I think that comes out of having the Caledonian Ball on instant cast. A lot of people like to have the abilities on just regular casting. But having it on instant cast means the second you press that button, the ability is activated. It means that your reaction time can be a bit more lenient. And it looked like it paid dividends there.
I'd hate it. I'd never be able to get Tusky to anything.
It does mean you sacrifice being able to see the range. Good stuff coming out from Agni, going to go straight onto the Artemis. Beats, and the ball comes out once more. The curse coming out as well. Tusky, he's a soldier.
Subterra looking to maybe find someone else here, but no, they were going to opt to back off there. Well played by Panda Bear there. Pimmer Fangirl does not ult. Good communication between them. Pimmer clearly says, I've got ult, don't worry about me, I'll just pop my CC move when I need it, keep hold of it all. And Above the Gods not blowing what they would have liked here. It was a good stun from Ice Ice Baby and a good follow-up by Russius, but they didn't find anything off it apart from an Artemis ult.
Ice Ice Baby currently has the Divine Rune, needs to be applying that as often as possible, and you'll see him constantly use meteors on every opportunity that they're up. And with that, it makes the cooldown boots make a bit more sense. More meteors means he's got more opportunity to apply the Divine Rune and just slow down their sustain and lane, and maybe allow the Kali to make a play or two.
Bacchus at level 1 and through all levels also has a 25% healing debuff on that belt for the gods. If you can get that applied as much as you can, big moving up here from the gods, but Team Panda are not going to try and go for anything here.
Blink on the Kali, and that's something scary. The blink into the incense stun it's just instantaneous, and most of the time, even the best reactions can't react to it in time. And Carly looks to be aggressive here on the red buff on the right-hand side. No,
She's
going
low.
to be zoned out by Kumba.
Panda might have missed something there. Callie was very, very alone. If they knew that, they could have easily turned and bursted her down. Yes, we got Warrior Tabai coming out from the Callie. We got the Fatalis coming out. Callie, she's got far more movement speed than anyone else on the map so far. And that blink, that 40% movement speed for 1 second is deceptively strong.
To be honest, I would have liked to have seen a Frostbound Hammer maybe instead of a Fatalis coming out. Just because the Artemis with the Vengeful Assault is going to be doing so much damage, going to be auto-attacking so fast, slowing her down means that her damage decreases and allows Carly to get a better edge in the trade. Not to mention the 400 health means she has a bit more survivability in that front line.
I don't think that will be quite such an issue. Belly bounce coming out from Tabar. I think it's taking a bit of damage here. Looks like it's a decent fight coming out from above the gods, but not much coming out from even team as, of course, Panda Bear will just heal up any poke.
Oh wow, Rostra's beating there for what I imagine is a misclick. He did that in front of Team Panda Bear, and they've got to know that those beats are down and they can engage more safely.
Not much reason to press the F key unless you are using the VGS, of course. And oh my god, how many times does it happen?
I've done it a fair few times as well. I've had 1 health potion at the start of a game and I've accidentally popped it most of the time, but that's actually cost me late game where I've just died for first blood because I didn't have health potion.
We have the Divine Rune applied onto Artemis, but you still see just how much the Aphrodite is healing, even with the Divine Rune.
Good use of Flame Wave there. Clearing a bit of the wave. Ooh, not
Just
good.
constantly trying to get the Divine Rune on them.
That's what he needs to be doing as well. Shutting down the healing from Aphrodite is key. Even though she does have the heavily agility and maximum CDR, every little helps. Just keeping it that bit lower can just be, it can make the difference in the fights.
One thing to know about Agni as well, that Noxious Fume is a massive zoning tool, especially in 3v3 where there's one lane. That Noxious Fume, players probably will take up half the lane, and that's half the lane the enemy team is not going to walk into. If that's utilised properly, it can really affect a team fight.
Do we see a Brawler Speed Stick coming out from Carly later on in the game? Just for more anti-heal?
Maybe. It'd be a good call. Maybe she might want to go into a Witchblade as well. It might be good for the Artemis. I like to see Brawlers, why not?
Well, it was. It just means that the lifesteal coming out from Artemis is also affected by that. It's got 69 stacks on the Devourer's Gauntlets right now. Needs 1 more wave, 6 more minions. That's if they can clear it perfectly for the Artemis. But I do like the fact that there's maximum CDR coming out from the Aphrodite. You'll see it more often than not. But I have one question. Where are the Mail of Renewals coming out, considering how strong that item is?
So strong right now. But only 2 kills in 12 minutes from both teams right now. It wouldn't have quite been utilised properly where that Sovereignty rush by Tabarus might prove to be coming handy. But Melvin Ult is such a strong item. The passive is very strong right now. Gives you health, gives you physical defense, gives you cooldown. It's almost everything you want in a physical item.
Because with the Mail of Renewal, we could have built down on Aphrodite, had Pen Boots instead, or maybe even Reinforced Greaves, giving her a bit of a less CC'd time in this lane.
Come on, no one builds Reinforced Greaves. Rush was baiting out the Yarn from Kumba quite easily on the Order Flight, as we do get an engagement here.
It's a small engagement, and they're going to be fine for the most part, our Team Panda Bear. And right now, above the gods, they seem to be stalling, just waiting for this Carly to get online to the late game, where she could just go into the backline, and she doesn't care at that point. She'll just go in there, tear up, and kill everyone.
Above the gods are getting off so much poke, but it's just not doing anything. The lifesteal coming out from Artemis with the Death Toll and Devil Gloves is huge. On top of the healing from Pima Fangreal, the poke is being just... It counts for nothing right now. Almost.
Oh my god. I'm having a look at the player damage right now, and there's no surprise to see Agni on top, given how much he's been doing in terms of trying to poke and get this Divine Ruin applied. But Aphrodite's down at the bottom with only 568 damage. They are not fighting right now at all, Team Panda Bear.
No, Aphrodite. She has been like... They have an order right now, Team Panda Bear. Pim is in the front, looking for as many suppressed instances as possible. Kissed by Pima Fangirl, who is looking basically to PO 100%. And Kumba is oh so close, but slightly behind Pima Fangirl.
It seems odd that Kumba is sort of at the back rather than at the front line. Here comes a blink. Epic comes off the mark, but it does find a double mess, and this is going to be an engagement here.
No damage, almost no damage coming off from EV team as both teams don't know looking for good ults coming off from Isis Baby. As Pimmer does get low, the ult comes out from the Aphrodite as the Kali finds the Pimmer, but it's not the target. Pimmerfangirl is chasing this, but the good peel coming out from Tabaris will save Rush as Pimmerfangirl goes so low.
The Divine Rune from Agnes slowing down the healing coming out there. But it was a good fight. It was a bit unfortunate that the Artemis wasn't the mark for the Kali. So the beats is probably going to be the Aphrodite. Or maybe even the Kumbhakana.
It was a bad engagement by Subterra. He blinks in, but he doesn't get the epic overcut. You just asked, why is Cumber in the back? Cumber's at the back, so he cannot get poked out, so that blink is online constantly. He comes out from the back and straight into the epic overcut, which finds no one, unfortunately. He finds a two-man blink, but it's all for nothing as above the gods compose themselves. They focus down Pimmer, and nothing Pimmer Fangirl can do saves him, while Subterra on Cumber CC cooldowns are all down.
I think my highlights of that fight was when Rustress was low and getting away, the stun and the belly flop coming out from Terraberis, saving the life and allowing the Nimble Strike to go off and get away.
The initiation of Tibara is that focus on Aphrodite quite hard as she does get low from the Agni and the backers, but Tibara is very low himself. He's been separated from the rest of the team, and Pimmer Fangirl will pick that up as Kali jumps in. He's looking for Pimmer. He has to imagine that's a target, but the kiss come out from Pimmer Fangirl will stop that. Well, Ice Baby got so low against the Cumber.
Well, we know for a fact that Artemis isn't a target, given that she was the most recent death, and Kali still hasn't died yet. So, Artemis cannot be the target, so he's looking there just to try and get some kill, and any kill at Kali at this point is worth it. Getting them all online, good use of beats. Is it enough? Destruction had to be used.
If the bird's stolen, then it might fall down now, but no, it's not going to happen. Tibara it's clear to see what above the gods' fight plan is now. They're going on Pimmer. When Pimmer is in range of the Agni Bombs or the belly flop, they're going to try and jump as much as they can. Unfortunately, Tibarius just gets separated from the rest of the team, which allows Pimmer Fangirl and Subterra. Oh, Pimmer getting very low here, but great ult coming out from Pimmer Fangirl. Saves life of Pimmer. Might be able to turn this around now for Team Panda again, but
Pimmer finds a basic attack before the stun comes out, and has killed the Kali, meaning that Artemis is now the mark for the Kali. It's going to go even more aggressive on her. That could spell trouble for Team Panama if they don't peel correctly. Kin size finish for Rostros. He's going to be doing a lot of damage with his Executioner and Vitalis as well. Oh, he's building a very late game build there.
5%. I have to imagine now as a crit that came on to Rushes. And we're in such a low percentage crit now that would have annoyed him. We do see Kins coming out onto Kali, but we also see the Rage finish on Artemis.
It's going to be definitely a fun one to watch, that boxing match between Artemis and Kali. If Kali can get into auto attack range quick enough, Kali should be able to win that fight with the kin size and the attack chain coming out from Kali, just shredding through 1.93 attack speed already. And there's the mace. That is most likely going to be built into the Brawl Speed Stick, and just allowing that extra advantage in the boxing.
I think it could be Titan's Bane. Titan Bane meshes very, very well with Kali. Kali gets 33% penetration on her target. With the Titan's Bane, that just pops itself up loads.
Coming out right now, they're going to go for buffs. It's buff time as they do respawn and get taken almost instantly. Red buff and attack speed buff being taken down. Both red buffs actually have been taken. They've been taken by the same team. No, they have not. And now there might be a bit of contention here on the purple buff as Terraberis gets stuck in a trap.
We've seen a lot of fights coming out recently, but only so little deaths. Usually one death in the entire fight. And that's because of how disruptive both teams are. All 6 characters right now are very, very hard to kill. Bacchus can protect his team while doing enormous damage, and I have to imagine killing an Artemis with a Kumba and Aphrodite next to it must be one of the hardest things you can do.
I don't know what's going on here, as Artemis seems to constantly be attacking into nothing right now. I think there may be a DC for Team Panda Bear.
That's a great bet.
Yeah, that's a DC, and they've lost their tower because of it, unfortunately.
Well, Pimmer Fangirl, don't imagine such a fangirl after that. We do see Aphrodite, the play damage. We saw about 500 about 5 minutes ago.
568.
Rocketed up to nearly 4,000 now.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of improvement there in the team, and it's because they've actually been trying to fight this time. Above the Gods have certainly got more aggressive in their engagements, and because of that, it's forced Aphrodite to actually be doing damage in these fights rather than just trying to heal and keep the Artemis alive. And we do see the Pestilence coming out from the Bacchus, meaning that once that Weakening Curse and his Belched Gods have gone down, that's 100% healing reduction. Bacchus is going to be looking to just go straight on to the Aphrodite and just shut down the healing completely.
We have 4% from the Divine Ruin. We have 65% from the Weakening Curse. We have 20% from the Pestilence. And we have 25% from the Bulk of the Gods. That's a lot of healing reduction. That's definitely going to go to 100.
Well, with the changes to Weakening Curse, the fact that it's only 65%, this is the amount of anti-heal you need in this sort of scenario when you're facing a healer. And we saw that in the EGL tournament, I believe it was on yesterday. Sausage was playing Hell in the solo lane. 4-man rotations, 7 minutes into the game. Mind you, 7 minutes into a Conquest game.
Did they kill him?
The support already had Weakening Curse online, and Hell died 3 times already.
Oh, well.
That's how much focus you need to have on anti-healing and the healers in this current meta because of how potent they can be with the changes to Weakening Curse.
If maybe this was the last patch, maybe you wouldn't have seen the Pestilence being built on the Bacchus. Maybe you would have seen the more damage come out quicker, but he's had to build into that Pestilence just to shut down the amount of healing Pimmer Fangirl is outputting onto Pimmer. It's won them the last 2 fights now in a game that's slightly above the God's favour.
But right now, I do see another Golden Sash coming out here for the Aphrodite. I don't imagine it's going to be Wallachs. It's far too late for that. That is definitely a Gem of Isolation, and I'm excited to see that.
Very excited. Gem of Isolation is one of the most expensive items in the game. Nearly 3,000 gold, but it's very nice when you get it online.
On a god like Aphrodite, with the tick damage, it means it applies over and over and over again. Meaning the slow is just going to be there constantly, and it'll just means that Kali is going to have a bit harder of a time sticking to the targets. Especially if the target is Pimmer, which it is right now.
We also have a Midgardian male coming on to come up. Midgardian, such a good cannon fighter. You get so much health, so much physical protection, but most importantly, that passive does 2 things. It will slow you. It's a 30% chance to slow you if you hit someone for 2 seconds. Oh no, yeah. So you hit combo cannon with an auto attack. There's a 30% chance to slow your attack speed and movement speed for 30 seconds. 30% for 2 seconds, and that is so very strong. I love it.
Imagine if it was 30 seconds like you were just about to say, oh god. I'm slowed forever, guys. What can I do?
Probably have to cost about 5,000, 6,000 gold, but it'd be nice.
It would be the most expensive item in the game, but it would definitely be worth it.
We see Gem of Isolation indeed finished up by the Aphrodite now.
Oh, whoa. Artemis building defense, Silver Talisman coming out.
No, where's the Deathbringer? Come on, Pimmer, where's the Deathbringer?
If you were going to build 1 crit item, you don't need the Rage, because if you're passive, Deathbringer should have come first. Boo.
Even though Malice generally considered the best crit item to get if you're only going to build 1 item. I wonder what this is going to be. We've got the Heartwood already online. We've got the Pestilence already online. She must be going for Bulwark here. Bulwark, such an expensive item. Almost, this is not. It's so close to Deathbringer as well. I would love to see Deathbringer. Pimmer is 100% being focused by Above the Gods here, but his team are doing such a good job protecting him. I would have gone for Deathbringer.
Such a good job protecting. Still the only person with deaths on the team.
Well, if you only 2 deaths against an Agony, a Kali, and a Bacchus who are focusing the hell out of you is pretty good, I would say.
1 death every 10 minutes. That you can be happy with that. You can say that is a success, as the Bronze Speed Stick does come out for the Kali. 1 more item needed, as I imagine that they are going to be selling that Blue Stone Pendant. Its effectiveness has sort of waned now, especially considering the amount of health being built by all 3 members of Panda Bear.
Pimmer again, roughly 3/4 HP. As we see a blink from Russia's here, the ult from Pimmer comes out. As let's try and turn to Russia's has to jump out. As sometimes just gets straight to the face. He's looking for something else here. Maybe he sells ult. He can look for something.
I wonder if we're going to see a chase here with the Heavily Agility looking for return right now as Bacchus belly flops straight on top of Subterra. Going to be stunned out by the Agni, allowing for the disengage. And right now it's Team Panda Bear's turn to be the aggressors.
They just couldn't find the kill on Pimmer, unfortunately. Kali does jump in after the damage has come out onto her. But again, Pimmer doesn't ult I mean, Pimmer Fangirl doesn't ult, Pimmer ults, and Kali has to beat and jump out or she would have died.
Well, blue buff invade coming out here from Team Panda. They're just gonna drop it. Oh, that is evil. Not even gonna pick it up, allowing that respawn timer to be at its maximum. Well played there. Runner to Hootie already online for the Agni. 21 minutes in, we're starting to get to the point of the game where people are finishing up their builds, and we're gonna see a few potions coming out here very soon.
I think Agni has been the most important. Ice Ice Baby has probably been the most important factor in this game so far. His ults onto Pimmer have caused above the gods to initiate onto Pimmer, but he's also peeled so well. He's managed to knock his fumes the enemy away so many times that he's probably saved above the gods more times than he should be, to be honest.
Not to mention, he is the top damage in the game right now, sitting at 15,304 player damage. So going to go for yet another buff, the red buff. Just one buff will remain after this, now be the left-hand side blue buff. And that's where Panda Bear are going right now, as above the gods, they're going back to base. Both towers are down and Phoenixes are exposed, but none of the teams can quite get there.
I think both teams will be fairly happy with their late game. Artemis and Kali, of course, very, very late game hyper carries. You know. And at this point in the game, they'll be happy to have got this far. Actually, Pimmer is a fair bit behind everyone else at the moment, apart from the backers. Aphrodite and Agni, well, you probably have to give the cast Aphrodite to be better late game. Ice Ice Baby can and will 2 or 3 shot you with his late game. I'm approaching late game very quickly right now.
And there you see another use of the Meteor stuns. And Pimmer, he's just going to heal most of that up. Is about 95% HP, 100% HP now. We could see an engage coming out here from Bacchus, who we haven't really seen the Intoxicate ultimate come out at all this game. It was used twice, I believe. One time it was used, Aphrodite had the perfect counter ultimate. Used it before it even came out.
Saved Pimmer's life. He did really turn that fight around. Intoxicate, he probably will have to hold on to it. He does so much. He's even has to know stupidly early to get the CC off. That'll hopefully allow his team to win over. The Phoenix is being sieged by Panda Bears above the gods due back.
Oh, what a great stun from Agni. It means that the suppress the insolent Artemis' steroid isn't as useful as it should have been. And Phoenix is going to stand for it. Here comes a melee flop, but a great Tusky in response.
That beats from Bacchus, it's beats from Bacchus. Ice Spirit has to dash away to Bowser's low, but Bushers is alone here. He isn't gonna ult, he does get out. Oh, but the blink from him on the ult does get Bushers just go down with his ult up to Bowser, has to back off it. Imagine this Phoenix will start to get siege now, as they do. What are you gonna do against the Aphrodite and the Artemis? Nothing, I don't think. This Phoenix will drop.
That was hype. The combat blink into a point-blank basic attack to get the kill. That was amazing.
Rush has been slightly too cocky. He does jump and he doesn't ult. It's a fantastic combat thing from Pimmer. There is a few seconds where Rush might have been able to ult, but he thought he wasn't in any danger, and Pimmer takes great advantage to it. A huge drop from above the gods. Pimmer getting very low here, but Sparrows won't be able to find it.
Pimmer, Fangirl, and Pimmer, they're going to be healing up right now. Agni's just raining down meteors. He's got maximum CDR thanks to the Chronos Pendant, which is applying those bombs every 14-12 seconds. Something ridiculously short like that.
Well played by Subterra, just making sure his team gets out, just locking down the Bacchus and the Agni, and they can't do anything. Rush, oh, he just blinking in by himself. As he looks for the Kumakana does ult away and just about gets it away. The full CDR, no, not quite full CDR, but that, what is it, Epic Uppercut, that is on a relatively low cooldown. 60-second base, meaning it will be about 45 seconds of the cooldown he has right now. He's not going to miss that.
And the CC immunity coming out from, oh, actually they've, oh no, it is 2.2 seconds. For some reason I read that it's 2.5, then I thought they buffed the knock-up time. That would have been stupid. But full builds across the board, shells from both sides. Heavily agility on one side only to try and counteract that weakening curse. And as we talked about before, with the changes to the mana for healing reduction, that heavily agility heal increase really does a number.
Yeah, 25% healing. Usually if you pop the weakening curse, it's all you needed, and even with heavily agility, you were healing at least 25%. With the amount of healing above the gods, I don't know if they, they do have over 125% healing reduction, but I actually don't know if that will count towards 25% that Heavenly Agility would give you.
They have to
Blink
well,
it, September.
and they're gonna go straight onto Ice Baby. Pimba's trying to look for Rustress. And he's going to go very aggressive there, but it's going to be a great disengagement. Intoxicate's going to find the kill with Ice Baby's ultimate. And now it's just two members of Team Panda trying to run away. Beads from Pimba Fangirl. Great stuns coming out there from both members of the gods.
The rolls down, the Beads coming off from back. He does miss the knock-up and does get the all attack onto Pimba Fangirl. They're chasing some terror here now, but he hasn't died. His ult still is up, but he's far too tanky for Tabaro. So great play coming out from above the gods. They're looking straight for this Phoenix, but I don't think they can get it.
Oh no, the Mez from Kumba is down. He doesn't have anything really to stop this. Kali can go aggressive on him. He can go for the Phoenix if he wants. Epic Uppercut coming out to try and save the Phoenix for a bit longer.
Just out the Phoenix. He hasn't got ult. He's dead.
Subterra showing the power of Kumbhakana there. A lot of damage and a lot of disrupt. Though he could fall here. It's going to go into his passive for the first time this game, I think.
They're not going to allow to kill. Are they gonna? This is gonna be tight. They just about get it. They do get the Phoenix, but Rustress does go down. He was looking for the Subterra as a target. Unfortunately, Tabaris was taken up.
Combat Blink used there aggressively once
She's
again.
in danger. She's in trouble. Ice Baby has a lot of burst right now, even with Bulwark, and the damage coming off from Tabaris and Ice Baby is good. Yeah, the Bulwark from is doing quite bad. She picks up the double kill.
Oh wow!
Who needs Death Finger?
You're gonna have to be careful of those 5 minutes, though, Pimba. Pimba.
Oh no. They got the Fangirl, there I lie. Wow, the Bulwark actually really doing work there. That last fight, it didn't do anything. She was still bursting down by the Isis Baby and Tabaris as they will put this Phoenix now. But Rustress is looking for this. Aphrodite ult is up.
Oh, the mark has been gotten and just instantly demolished is Pimba. Heavily Agility being activated by the Aphrodite isn't enough. The Gem of Isolation is slowing Rustress down so much.
Once that comes offline though, oh no, then also she's scared of the burst that Pimba can do, and Pimba is going to come out and try and look for some of the beats. Popped by Pimba Fangirl. They're not going to find anything for it though. The Phoenix has been successfully defended by Rustress, and no, the uppercut quick just about misses.
And Aphrodite, they're going to be looking for the Phoenix. It does get taken down once more. Bacchus trying to defend as best as he can. He couldn't, unfortunately. And both Phoenixes are down 28 minutes into this game. This is certainly the longest game we've casted it in terms of 3v3 tournaments.
Still less than 20 deaths. Okay. Oh, Magi's Blessing coming out from the Kali. Okay, not even see as much nowadays due to that passive, which absorbs the hard crowd control, being on 90 seconds. But if you have that Magi's Blessing, no one wants to try and waste a CC on you.
But the thing is that they have to pop it as often as possible just to make sure that their CCs are effective to get the peel. Soul Reaver for Aphrodite. Oh, a lot of damage coming out now. It's just full-on utility coming out from the Aphrodite.
If she hits a back off, a good back off, that is going to hurt a lot.
I reckon back off could one-shot somebody at this point.
Yeah, she has 519 magical damage. That's going to do a lot by itself. With that Soul Reaver, she can get Bacchus fairly low just by herself, I reckon. Never mind Agni, who does have that ethereal staff, so will be affected by it. But she's going to do damage to anyone she hits. And she's going to do a lot of it.
Blink of Mez only finds Agni, who uses the beads. Bit of a cat and mouse there going out from the Agni and Kumba.
Rue finds two. Got two-man Rue. Isis Baby has to dash away. Pimba does try and chase us now. Noxious Fumes does come now, put an end to that. Subterra is still looking for this. The epic ultimate comes out, and Isis Baby, whose dash is down, but they just can't find it. Are they looking to finish the game here, maybe? Oh, Pimba Fangirl does pick up that. Was that the Soul Reaver?
And that was the Soul Reaver. Pimba's going to take a lot of damage here. Not being able to find Rustress before he gets into that fountain. A couple of best attacks from Titan. It's not going to do enough. Kali's going to blink straight back in. It's looking for him, but he gets blinked straight into a trap!
That trap has been there for so long, and it saves the life of Pimba. And this has to be game now. You have to sink. Sparrow's not much you can do about this now. The 5 minutes are coming in, and Pimba Fangirl goes straight for the Phoenix. I mean, they're not scared of the balance. He has no damage. There's nothing to do, and the body blocked him in. They will take him down, and the game will surely end here now.
That trap just won them the game. As the Renova does come down, they recognize it's over above the gods. Team Bandit will advance to the next round.
When did it come out? When did that trap come out?
I reckon that was the last time they took... I reckon that was the first time they took the Phoenix. That trap came down. That's how long it was there for.
Rustress, he must have thought he had that kill. He was so close. But he just doesn't come out. The trap saves it. What? In what world does a trap win you the game? In what? What?
I have no idea. It happened though, and the Optimus pick, whilst a bit out of left wing, it worked completely. The Bulwark of Hope also was a bit. We discussed it a bit in the game. Maybe you could have gone for Deathbringer instead. It did work as well. The Combat Blink was also a great pickup. But man, what a game! 30 minutes and over in length.
Could have gone either way as well, though. It was a great game to watch. But the power of Aphrodite negating that agony damage, that Bacchus damage when it came out in the early game, just enough for Pim just to buy the rage, buy the Bulwark, and do what he wants. He picks up the double kill when he shouldn't have, and that trap wins in the game wonderfully.
I still can't get over the trap. Didn't think anybody can. But that's going to do it for us for this game. Be sure to join us after the break once we've collected ourselves. Thanks to that epic finale where we'll bring you a semi-final game.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your semi-final matchup between Vex Gaming and Destiny. I'm Darkeye3, and with me is King Toad. How are you doing, sir?
Fantastic. We've got all 6 bands coming out. Expel, the only one that's not really considered, quite the best one. He does have so much poke, but kept getting locked in, instantly be wrapped by Vex Gaming.
Yeah, kept getting through there. We are going to see the first pick from Destiny is going to be Bologna. Both very strong picks. Let's give you a quick rundown of the bans. We do have Freya, Aphrodite, and Chang'e for Vex Gaming, and we do have Jablonke, Kronos, and Alpak for Destiny. No one really wants to deal with Alpak.
Yeah, never, especially not in Joust TV3. The lane is so small, and his AoEs are so huge. He's almost guaranteed to do the most damage in the game. Hebo being hovered on by Captain Judo right now, and that is locked in. They got Bologna and Hebo. I reckon that's quite a strong two already.
That is a terrifying thought, those two together. Who's going to go alongside the Kepri? We are hovering on a Fenrir at the moment. That is a lot of displacement, and Isis being hovered over as well.
Fenrir considered a very good matchup to Hebo. Hebo cannot do anything against Fenrir's blue lines. Even if he ults away, Fenrir's not going to take any damage and going to do all the damage on Hebo. Isis already also been locked in by Vex Gaming.
Yeah, so there we have Kepri, Fenrir, and Isis as the Vex Gaming competition. Destiny now, they've got their Bologna and the Hebo. Who do you think is going to be the best god that they can pick to go against what they've got?
I like to say Huyi. Huyi's so strong in 3v2 right now. The lane's small, it's so much easier to hit those ricochets, and we do see a few hunters being hovered up Destiny. We saw Armis, we saw Anher. They're holding on to Medusa. Medusa, are they going to go for Medusa? Huyi now being hovered over.
Chances are they're going to pick Hoyi. Yep, Hoyi is very strong there. So those are the picks. We've got Vex Gaming with Kepri, Fenrir, and Isis. Destiny with Bologna, Hoyi, and Hebo. Hebo generally seen one of the very strong mages for this format, is he not?
He's strong in every part of the game in 3v3. He's got low cooldowns, he's got ridiculous damage. I would love to see a few Hebo knockups into some ricochets from the Huyi. I think that's a pretty simple one we're coming to put off. And I reckon it'll do a lot of damage, especially if they can catch the Isis out. But I don't expect Isis to be anywhere near that front line. She'll be in the back, looking for long-range spirit balls, just waiting for Kepri or Fenrir to initiate.
Yeah, so we're going to see a lot of initiation from Fenrir and Kepri on the Vex Gaming side. A load of ricochets from Hoyi on the Destiny side. Expect to see a good match coming up in the semi-finals, which we will bring you in just a few moments. Tune in. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, in your semi-final matchup today. We have Vex Gaming versus Destiny. My name's Darko3. I'm here with my very good friend, King Toad. How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. On the side of Vex Game, we have Tiki on that Fenrir, Red Right on the Kepri, and Angry Day QQ on the Isis.
And then for Destiny, we have Merx Ventrez, I cannot pronounce that name, on the Hebo, Captain Judo on the Ho Yi, and Fusion Foam on Bologna. These teams are ridiculously good.
I think Captain Judo are a great name. Captain Judo actually going to be really late to this blue buff here. Might put Destiny slightly behind.
He is going to be a little bit behind. I don't think he's going to get anything. No, he will get a little bit there from that blue buff. We're going to see the speed, attack speed from the right-hand side taken by Vex Gaming. Going to go straight back into the mid lane and push that wave up. And it looks like they're going to try something.
Vex Gaming definitely getting the better this early game. They're going to try and look for something. Oh, they made Destiny drop the red. This is huge for Vex Gaming. They got a full wave into the tower that Destiny has to deal with. And they're going to pinch this red away.
Yeah, Destiny far too late there on the rotation. I think Ho Yi being late there forced them to be a bit late on the red buff as well, completely ruining their timings.
Oh, they grab Mr. Ventress though, and he is squishy. He might be able to go down here, but they can't find quite enough. He does go down. The take damage from Kedri is just too much, and the first blood goes to Vex Gaming.
Hebo a little bit out of place there, just far enough forward to get pulled in by the Kepri, and then everyone just collapsed on him. He was a bit body blocked as well, couldn't quite escape. First bit going on with Kepri there, actually.
Yeah, Kepri, if he can get online early, he does do a lot of damage with his 2-3-1 combo. All three abilities do a fair bit of damage.
They do indeed, although we are seeing a fair level of tank coming out as well from Vex Gaming. 2 steel mails at this point, one on the Fenrir and one on the Kepri. Isis looks to be going into the Warlock Sash, but yeah, that level of tank, I don't think the Bologna and the Hui are going to have a hard time at the early stages, especially when Bologna is only going into, she's only in Silver Talisman at this point, no physical protections yet.
I want to see 2 mystical mails. I want to see Kepri grab someone and just a mystical mail just take away on them. Tiki looks for the jump onto the Hebo here, who gets absolutely blown up. And Angry Day finisher. Kedri grabs the fusion foam, but they're not going to try and look for anything after it, while Captain Judo just slowly just picks away Angry Day.
I like the pull there on
Tiki back in.
Although, as I say that.
Completely safe. Absolutely 100% safe. You imagine Kedri said, I've got ult. Tiki, just jump in. Tiki jumps in. He gets ulted, the tower's doing damage, but there's absolutely nothing they can do. 3 kills in 2 minutes to Vex Gaming now.
Yeah, we are seeing the versatility as well at this point of Kepri. Just going to say, you go on in, oh, yeah, it's fine. A little bit of extra damage, and then we're going to see him also pull in on the ambush on the Hebo. Hebo going to go down again to Angry Day QQ. He has 3 kills so far.
That's what's so good about having Kepri and Fenrir in a team. One initiates, back and gets the kill. His ability doesn't cool down, but then the other will just initiate, and Angry Day is doing damage all the time. Hebo is so squishy, like if he gets CC'd at any point right now, he's gonna just die. He has to be so careful not to get himself out of position, because Kedri has hit his pulls, and Tiki has been hitting his jumps. If he finds himself out of position, he's definitely gonna die. We're showing this now. Oh, Angry Day staying longer than he should.
Oh, we're going to see the ultimate come out there from Bologna as well. We are going to see Ho Yi going to use the Suns, going to come down on top of him. Merx Venture's going to get the kill on Angry Day there. First kill for Destiny, and it's on the Hebo. That's going to be very beneficial for them in the long term.
Oh, Angry Day, just staying around. It's lazy back in. What a shame. It's very good by Destiny to follow up on it. The Duke dropped 2 ults on him. Fusion Foam does recognise it, does get the ult. Captain Judo does lock him down so he can't go anywhere, and they do pick up the kill.
Yeah. Brilliant choice there by Destiny to go in. They realised that he was by himself there on the ice. He's not able to go anywhere. Ice is not quite as mobile as the Fenrir, so she's going to go down. That's a brilliant pickup by them.
Probably about a frame away from back as well. He would have been annoyed at that.
I get the feeling that he didn't need to back. He wasn't going to get stopped by the the mark from the Hoye. Although, as I say that again, we've got another engagement in the mid lane.
Great jump, gets him 2 men. Oh, good Pokemon from Judo. Fusion Foam beads are down now, and they're down for 125 more seconds. With the low cooldowns that Tiki has on that jump initiate, I expect Fusion Foam will be dead quite soon.
It won't be long as well until Tiki has the ult. Brilliant ambush there by Vakepri. He's going to go in. Fusion Flame going to get hit by the Spirit Ball as well. Going to lose a bit of fair amount of health. Going to go down to about half health there. No actual follow-up available. I think Tiki at this point is just waiting for the ultimate ready.
Yeah, it must be coming out soon. Momentum very much in Vex Gaming's hands here. The ultimate is 50 seconds away on cooldown, but that's no problem. It'll be up in plenty of time. We still have 9 seconds on the beads on Bellona and 110 seconds on the beads of Hebo.
And we're going to see them go into the left-hand side now. They do have the timer on most of the camps. Going to go take the red buff. The Destiny team are going to have to deal with that minion wave. They're going to go to the right-hand side, take that attack speed. Are we going to see Vex try and take the blue? No, they are going to go straight back into the mid lane.
Maybe they're going to try and look to go on something here, but the opponent's going to opt to clear the wave. Mr. Kamal does come on Tiki, because he's a horrible, horrible person and wants to try and snowball as much as he can. Also, a breastplate, level 1, coming out from Bellona. I'd like to see this male vanilla come out now.
That would be great to see, although they need to be a lot more aggressive at this point if they want to make good use of the Mela Renewal. Although, when Hebo starts getting going, he is going to start doing a lot of damage. He's going to start chunking. He does have his Pen Boots online at the moment, and Ikavor is also online for the Ho Yi. But the tankiness coming out of the Kepri and the Fenrir at this point, they're making great front line for the Isis.
It's all physical protection as well, which is good. Captain Judo not being focused, so he's getting as much damage off as he possibly can. He's been playing well so far. He's been hitting a few ricochets, and he's been standing there and wailing on as much people as can. But physical defense is just too much for Vex Gaming. Good combo's coming out. Oh, but Captain Judo just does about jump away before the long range Spirit Ball comes out.
Great timing on the jump away from the Spirit Ball. Curl himself up in the air. Spirit Ball detonates just underneath him. Would have been perfectly on the mark. We're going to see Fenrir blinking. Ragnarok has been used.
And that beats it down for another 20 seconds. Absolutely nothing you can do. And Kenji goes straight back onto Fusion Flame. His beads are up and he does pop them to survive. Angry Day still looking for something else. Good poke onto Fusion Flame and Captain Judo as they do look to seize tower, but not if Fusion Flame can do anything about it.
Fusion's got to be very careful. They're going to get pulled again by the Kepri. Ambush is on the mark. Going to jump up with the Eagles Rally. Is she going to die here? Yes, she is going to die. Angry Day Kiku is going to get the kill. Captain Judo going to get the return kill on Tiki, however. And now we're going to see Isis make her escape around the back there.
They are separated here, but Captain Judo just opts to just go back to lane. Doesn't want to try and find the kill into Kedri or Isis. Just wants to try and defend this tower instead.
Yeah, Kedri's going to go back to base here. We do see the Jotun's Wrath coming out on Fenrir, and a Soul Trap coming out as well.
7 minutes in that Jotun's Wrath. There's a chance he could actually just 3 someone to death. 100 to 0. I'm looking at you, Hebo.
At this point as well, we are seeing a Breastplate of Valor come out on the Kepri. We're seeing that's a lot of physical protection coming out for him there.
Yeah, really not concerned about the magical damage that Mercs Ventress is outputting now. They're blowing out far too quick for it to be a point. Captain Judo is doing a lot of damage, and Future Film's doing a bit, so he's just trying to pile on as much physical as he can. That also maxes out his cooldown reduction.
Are we going to see then the next item is probably going to be a Heart Ward Amulet, I'm feeling, on the Kepri. I'm hoping that's going to be the case, just to deal with that Hebo damage. Hebo, once he gets going, he's going to start chunking. He's got Bane Cross Talon as well at this point. So that's a fair amount of magical damage. Although we're going to see Kepri blink in, use the ambush. Going to get the beads from Hebo. They are level 2 beads, so he does have another 130 seconds until they come back up.
And Fenrir is absolutely effing them up. I want to see Hebo's position. I want to see how close he gets. Because Tiki's been finding these jumps and these Ragnaroks every single time. I want to see if Mercs might try and change his playstyle. He's well back. They're really scared of Vex Gaming at the moment. The initiation from Vex Gaming is just far too strong.
And Kepri there standing right at the front saying, come on, come close enough to me. Gonna get hit by the Hebo. All it's gonna do is take his shield off him. Now we're seeing Fenrir going in.
100 to 50. Oh, but Angry Day does pick it up. Tiki is doing so much damage to Merc, and there's almost nothing he can do. The ult from Kedri does come out onto Tiki, and now both in damage. And they're probably going to try and look to turn a fusion from it, as Angry Day does get chased by Captain Judo. Might be something going on here. Vex Gaming is coming to back him up, though.
Isis is going to go down there to Captain Judo. Captain Judo, however, may have put himself in a very, very bad position. He's going to go down to... No, he's going to go down to Tiki there. Now Fusion Foam is next on their target. Is he going to get away? Yes, he is. Just going to escape there. Hebo now back up, coming into mid lane, although that tower on the side of Destiny is going to go down very, very soon.
Good play by Captain Judo. He does take out the Angry, who is substantially ahead. It's a good 1-for-1, but the initiations are just proving to be so strong for his first game. And Fusion does get a bit aggressive here, and a fair bit of aggression from Moose, but he puts him on completely out of position as he gets 100-0 by Tiki. Wow.
Hebo in this game is just getting absolutely bullied. He is 1-6-0 at this point in time. The ambush is going to be slightly off the mark. He's going to cause Fenrir to jump in and not get anything. Although the ultimate is available there, going to save Fenrir again from the tower.
So quickly, that was back up so quickly. That's why you build Breastplate. That's why he's built Breastplate, just to have that all up so quickly. If he hadn't built that full CDR, Tiki would probably be dead. Another blink initiation coming out.
And that is going to be Captain Judo melting yet again. Tiki getting another kill. This Kepri is blinking and ambushing at perfect moments. No one is ever expecting it.
And if he's not blinking and ambushing, it's Tiki blinking and bloody jumping in. It's a really good game plan from Vex, as Hebo does find himself, but oh, Tiki does get low. Well, Fusion can try and look for this, all does come out from Angry, and it heals up Tiki just enough, but no, he will draw down to Mercs, who gets another kill. Angry's got probably a bit brave here. He can actually burst down the Mercs, and he actually does. He's got a lot of HP, and Kepri is on his way, but he's down. Oh, the great move coming out!
Brilliant appearance there by Kepri. Ice is going to get the silence there, get the protections as well. Going to get out of there. The ultimate is going to be used from Kepri, going to keep Isis alive. Oh, using the Wingus just too soon, not going to get the kill on Bologna there. Kepri just going to sit at the front, saying no thank you. Oh, I will save you, Isis, stay behind me.
Vex caught slightly out of position, which Fusion from Mercs Adventurers did try to capitalise on. They do pick up the kill quickly onto Tiki, but Angry Day's damage is just far too much, and they can't get the kill at the end.
Sorry, Kedri has to be a little bit careful though with the Ho Yi. Ho Yi has got the Executioner online. He is going to reduce the physical protections of both, or of everyone on their team, although Isis not really having much of it. Purple buff on the left-hand side, going in favour of Tiki. Then there's still 4 buffs left available at this point in time, though.
Captain Judo actually jostling with Angry Day right now for the top play damage. As Tiki, the damage on Captain Judo is just far too much. He can do what he wants. He's so far ahead that he's doing anything he wants without impunity. There's nothing Destiny can do. Oh, the ult from Bologna is great though, and Tiki won't be able to find this. Opts to go for, just gets the damage up, but not the CC onto Mercs, who does a bit of a weird thing going on there.
Yeah. Just in case though, Kedri does still have the ultimate available. Fenrir can do what he wants. If he wants to be really aggressive, Kepri can save him at this point, although do they really want to use the ultimate with such a low health Tiki at this point? It looks like we're going to have a shell has been used. What's going to happen? We're going to see the ultimate come out from a Hebo.
Kedri misses the ult. Kedri misses the ult, but he's just bursted down far too quickly. Captain Judo and Fusion Foam do pick up the kill onto Kedri though. Misplay by Kedri coming out that carefully. He's looking to ult on Tiki, but that ult is harder than it looks to hit, and he does pop it on himself. Tiki does get out, but Kedri himself doesn't.
Yeah, the target on that Kepri ultimate is very large. It's very difficult to hit, especially in a very tight situation. It is unfortunate, but that does happen. Now we're going to see a very, very pushed up Isis, although then we're going to try and go in. No, not going to be slightly off the mark. Spirit Ball off the mark as well. Now they have to run. Cheeky is on next to no health. If Hebo gets close enough, he's going to melt him. Brilliant dodge there by Angry Day QQ. Going to avoid the water spout there by Hebo. Still chasing though is Fusion Foam. Nope. We're going to get out of dodge just in time there. Although Angry Day is backing a bit far forward yet again. No, he's not going to get down.
Back. Let's go for a long range spirit ball instead, but it's not going to find anything. Captain Judo, another fantastic jump away. He jumps away just as Tiki comes in, and Tiki takes far too much damage and legs it. Allows the rest of Destiny to try and turn and find what they can. But Angry Day QQ on the ISIS, he's just too far ahead now.
Yeah, but Isis is pretty fat. Level 13 at this point. The Hebo on his team is level 10 as well, so that's a 3-level difference. The damage as well, though, it's unfortunate. Hebo is only at 4,100. Isis at 11,200. She has shot up there, passing Ho Yi by miles.
Just so much set up to land his skill shots. The Spirit Ball is a relatively hard, high risk, high reward kind of spell, but when you have the Kepri and when you have the Fenrir, it's the easy to build in the games ahead.
I mean, now we're also going to see red buff on both Isis and Fenrir. I'll be honest, I was hoping that Kepri would get the red buff, because that's just BM, pure and simple. But these two having a red buff is going to do serious damage. Kepri going to blink in.
For some reasons, Captain Judo, they are going to disengage. You have to, it's easy to get through. Tiki's going, and he goes in instantly, grabs in, and the Ultimate Grenade does go, and Judo does get absolutely blown up. Oh, Tiki engaging once again, but the physical defense from Merch is proving slightly too much. Tiki beats, chases, and does find the kill on the Titan, with the Phoenix still beaten up as Vex Gaming try and seize down.
Bologna trying to go in as well. Not going to find anything. Going to use Eagles Rally on the mark. Ultimate has been used by Kedri on the Fenrir. Fenrir's going to get out of there, and now we're going to see Angry Day QQ get the kill on Future, and that is the DS side, and that is quite possibly game. Hoyi back up in 3 seconds. Are they going to run? No, it's going to go back.
No, they're probably not the buffs up soon. They're just going to try and clear the jungle. No, they're baiting. They're going to try and look for something here. Kedri, he's pretending to back. He knows they can see the AoE. He doesn't look for a blink initiation. His blink's actually down for 4 more seconds. They can't find anything.
It looks like they're sitting by the purple buff. No, they are going to return here. Buy up. So much gold in hand. They have. Isis had 3,500. Kepri has 2,000 still at this point. He's going to go back. I wonder what he's going to buy. He is going to finish up Midgardian Mail. Wow. That is a lot of physical protection. He's just going for the basic attack passive now.
Well, the only threat on this Destiny team right now is Captain Gino, who is playing fairly well. He's hitting the ricochets. He's had some good ult and picked up a bunch of kills from him now. They focused him first last fight. They forced his beads out with the Kepri initiation, and as soon as they were down, Tiki jumped straight in there and they got the kill and they won the fight, the D side and the Phoenix as a result of it. They're just trying to show Huey down as much as they can before he becomes completely online.
Yeah, they are doing well in keeping the entire team down, although Hebo is the sad story here. He is 2-9-1, and as we're saying, they've got another blink in by the Kepri. Fenrir going to jump in as well. Suns are dropping on the mark, not going to get anyone. Tiki's going to get the kill on Hebo there, and look at his health. He's going to have to run back away from the tower. No, Angry Day QQ is going to get the kill. Kepri going to go and get the pull on to Bologna, and now it looks like she's going to use Eagles Rally, but it looks like everyone's just going to focus her and then take the Titan.
Indeed, that fusion bomb does go down. This Titan is low enough. This will be over in a couple of seconds, and it's over. Well played to Vex Gaming. They take the victory. Hebo just proven far too fragile and not doing enough. Even with that breastplate of Valor, Tiki was taking him down so low, so quickly, and he just won them the fight every single time.
The breastplate of Valor for Ho-Yi. I understand the reason coming out, but if he was tanking the Fenrir, the Isis was also chunking as well there. Let's take a quick look at the overall damage. We have Isis topping off there, just shy of 16,000, and Tiki on the Fenrir getting 12,000. Hebo really far down there, underneath the Kepri at 5,000 damage.
Captain Judo for very, very respectable 9,000 damage. I think he can be happy with his performance.
He should be very happy with his performance. It's just a shame that Hebo died so many times there, he wasn't able to get going. But there we have it. That is our semi-final round. We will see Vex Gaming go on to the next round. Do we currently have a result for the other semi-final? Let us quickly check. We do not. We are still waiting on the result of Hydra Boss versus Team Panda Bear. But join us very soon and we will find out who Vex Gaming is playing against in the final round.
Hello everybody, welcome to the grand final between Vex Gaming EU and HydraBoss. I am Alpha Chuckle and I'm joined once more by Dark Eye for this grand affair. As we see a few of the bans already, and Khepri has been banned.
What a surprise! Khepri, we saw how dominating he was in the previous match. I'm honestly not surprised he got banned.
Khepri gets through once, and you just see the ultimate power of him. It's like when Serket was the best goddess in the game. Exact same thing happened. She got through once, played an absolute storming game. Same thing happened with Alkong at actually the SMITE World Championships. He got through in the grand finals in the final game, and he just dominated that game. And you just can't let the best. You can't just let the best god of the game get through.
No, you really can't. You can't. There's nothing you. If you let Khepri through, you've got severe problems. He's just got the peel. He's got the ultimate, which just revives everyone. He's got the damage reduction and damage increase for your teammates. It's crazy.
A few of the bans have come through. Bacchus, Aphrodite, and Freya by Vex Gaming EU. HydraBoss, of course, we have talked about that. Khepri's also banned Chung. They need one more banner themselves. What do you think this banner is going to be? I expect it to be a Kronos. No, it's going to be Hebo.
It's going to be Hebo. Hebo, he's pretty strong. I mean, he does have those 4 ultimates. One of them is a pretty bad ultimate. But we are going to see Kronos locked in for Vex Gaming. If it wasn't going to be Kronos banned, it was, yeah.
It was definitely going to be picked. Definitely a strong god. As CC, his Accelerate is one of the best stories in the game. Gives him movement speed, it gives him extra power if he gets it on the right quadrant. But also, it makes him lose the movement penalty for auto-attacking.
It does, and that is possibly one of the greatest things for auto-attacking god like that is Kronos. He is a beast, especially when you see him start hitting you with those auto-attacks for like 400 each hit. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, Athena Huyi drafted in for HydraBoss. I love this. Huyi generally considered one of the best hunters in the Joust map. And Athena, with that taunt, could set up a lot for Huyi. But one of the other best hunters being locked up right now is Medusa. That's going to get locked in.
And we are going to see Sylvanas hovered over as well. Vex Gaming's composition here. I like it.
It's got a lot of teamfight pressure coming out here. They can look to just get in. Oh no, they're going to draft Geb instead. A bit more protection for the 2 pseudo ADCs. The pseudo ADC being Kronos. Medusa is just going to be a bit more ability based than you would expect coming out from a hunter. But both of them are going to be doing a lot of damage with auto attacks. HydraBoss need to draft some anti-attack speed or just anti-auto attack items into their builds.
They are indeed, and we are going to see Isis hovered over here. Interesting, Alpac was not banned in this game. These teams obviously not prioritizing him over the other picks. Although
I know the members of HydraBoss, and Princess loves this Isis. Probably Princess's best god, and then we do see it switch over to him. Played against it a few times. It is very, very good. Knows exactly when to use the Spirit Balls. But it's sort of a different beast going up against Vex Gaming EU, who, if I remember correctly, are the current Joust champions.
Yeah, they are a very strong team from what you have seen today, especially if you've not seen them before. This team, they've got so much skill on their team, at least individually.
And they always seem to stick together. There's never an opportunity to just pick one of them. Very rarely do they split up, and if they do, they know that they're going to be safe. So HydraBoss, they're going to have to be picking and fighting very carefully here, especially with the Geb shield. Athena needs to be taunting all 3 members of Vex Gaming EU for a good clean engage.
At the very least, she needs to taunt out Geb as well as one of the others, just to stop that shield from coming in and get the good pull there. So that's our picks and bans, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us for a short time while we get everything set up, and we will have your first round of your final match coming very soon.
I have just one question for you, Dark Eye. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
Are you ready for this match to get started between Vex Gaming EU and Hydra Boss in today's Joust Tournament Final?
It's only $39.99 for Sunday!
Featuring Tiki, Kedri, and Angry QQ, facing off against Expersic Princess and Patoa Cam.
You couldn't keep it up, could you?
I could sort of keep it up.
We are going to see a standard start here for Hydra Boss, for Vex Gaming, going over to the right-hand side. Speed buff. Left-hand side, we are going to see the Hydra Boss team go for the red buff start. Previous match, we did see them get the red buff stopped. That was a very late rotation at the beginning. And now we're just going to see the buffs go relatively easily to everybody.
So the Bluestone Pendant being built on the Hu Yi right now, it's a very, very strong item, and it allows just for a bit more effective wave clear with that Ricochet.
It does indeed, and it's probably going to hurt fairly hefty as well. Nice two-person pull there by Athena. Kronos going to go down to very little health actually there. How are you going to jump out as well? Huge aggression right at the start here.
Angry QQ already sitting on very low HP. The 200 health coming out from the Golden Sash probably saved his life there, as he was below that 200 health.
Yeah, he is going to have to be careful. He is now going to use the Accelerate to get that little bit of health regen back. One of the abilities of that is to regenerate health at a slightly quicker rate. Jeb going to go in, try and shockwave everyone up. Nothing really much going to come of it. Athena's looking for her next attempt to confound the enemy.
going to be looking for Kronos, but he's sitting way at the back. Actually misses out on a couple of minions worth of experience. Doesn't get to level 4 like the rest of his team. And that's just the power of having been poked out so early on, so aggressively.
Yep, he was pushed out there. He wants to be careful in this, but he doesn't want to be too careful where he starts losing out on experience. He's going to get up to level 4. He's going to be a little bit behind, though, and the blue buff going to go in favor of Hydra Boss, while Vex Gaming go to the right-hand side and take their red.
Whilst they did lose a bit of gold for the Kronos, they do make sure that they do push the wave, and it could be a slight invade coming out here for Hydra Boss. They are looking aggressive, knowing that the Kronos is low. They sense that it was the red buff, but no, they're doing the blue right now. I'm looking for the steal. They're not going to find this being set up by Kedri.
Well, he's going to start the reset there, so they're going to have to look out. Oh, that was
he
a ricochet.
stole it.
That is... No, I don't think he did.
Oh, no,
Jeb did pick up the blue buff there.
All right.
That was so close to a steal, though.
I thought he stole it. That ricochet was beautiful.
It was definitely on the mark there. We are going to see them go to the left-hand side now, try and take that purple buff. So, yeah, all three of the right buffs going in favor of Vex Gaming, all three left buffs going in favor of Hydra Boss. Although, Hydra Boss did make a good attempt to try and stop that.
Ethereal Staff finished for the Kronos as well as the Isis. Both are going to be a bit harder to take down with their extra increased health. But the hardwood armor coming out right now for X-Berserk on this Athena means they're going to have more mana sustain in the lane. And one of the things Huyi does struggle with is the mana consumption.
He does. He is one of the more mana-hungry gods, especially at the start. What is he building into? He is building into boots and bluestone. So he's going to have that little bit of extra damage ticking. He's got that little bit of pen. Although at this point, the pen isn't really going to do much. Confound going to go in. Going to get Kronos there as well. Going to get shielded out, though, by the Jeb. And, the Ricochet just off the mark.
He's always going to be going for the person who's got the Mark of the Golden Crow on them. And they're not going to be safe in lane. Even if they're very far at the back, they can just get ricocheted. And it will do a serious amount of damage, especially with the Mark on top.
Yeah, that Ricochet, each time it bounces, it does increase in damage ever so slightly. If I remember correctly, just going to quickly check.
Yeah, I believe it increases to 50%.
It does per bounce, yes, that's a huge increase in damage when you think about it.
Especially at max rank, when it does 230 plus 6% of your physical power. If you get 50% and then an extra 50% on top of that, that's going to be close to 600-700 damage. And don't forget, not only does the increased damage, it adds on top of the damage previously done.
I mean, I'm going to see Athena going in again. She is going to get two of them. The shield is going to come out from Jeb, going to stop it again. And going to QQ getting the mark on him again, although Ho Yi is going down to half health. He's going to have to be remarkably careful here. He doesn't want to get pulled out.
Doesn't have the HP sustain, doesn't have any sort of lifesteal online right now. And the match is going to go into the... Oh, as you can see, a small engage coming out here. Good. Taunt coming out from Athena. Is the Stone Gaze as well. They turned around here. And there goes the Sunbreaker ultimate just to stop the aggression coming out from Kedri.
Yeah, the Stone Gaze perfectly on shot there. Although Kedri's going to go in, not find anything. Sunbreaker is indeed going to stop them, but it's a shame. But we obviously see Jeb go in. Can he use the ultimate to stop them there? And is Athena going to finish ultimate again? Is she going to get anything? No, she's not. Angry QQ is stuck under the tower, however. Is he going to ultimate out? Yes, he is. He's going to get just out of the tower there. Now Ho Yi is going right in. He's really deep. Going to have the beads out there. Is he going to die? No, he is not. He is so low, though.
The acid spray nearly claiming the life of Princess as well. And it looks like Vex Gaming is going to start to take control of this. The regen they've got because of the Gev Shield and because of the rewinds is allowing them to win these fights and dive a bit more effectively than you would expect. And Angry Kiki was so close to death there. They just needed Fartokam on the Huyi to turn around. He got a bit too much tunnel vision there going on the low health Geb, and that cost his team a kill.
Yep, he needed to curb that bloodlust at that point. He was tasting blood. He thought he could get it. Couldn't quite. Almost got everyone killed, though, for that.
Both supports have built that hardwood amulet. Both have mana sustain for them and their team. But as I was about to say before that fight broke out, Huyi is going to be building into that Soul Eater. He's already got the Bound Gauntlet online, so it's a bit more health. And this seems to be the thing in Joust. Everybody builds health.
Yeah, health is one of those items you can't really deal with it, can you? You've got 2 or 3 items in the game that do percentage damage instead of giving you penetration. But penetration is so much more readily available, and it just tears through your protections.
Not to mention, I know there's not one in this game where we haven't seen one in the entire tournament, or very recently, but against the Loki, health does remarkably well. And
It does.
and against most people, they can only burst so much. It doesn't matter how much pen they've got, they only have a certain amount of power, and so they can only do a certain amount of health.
We are seeing the purple buff. They're going to try and stop him from getting the purple buff. And I hope he is going to manage to get that. Kronos almost got it, though. So close. It's both teams really want to stop the enemies from getting their buffs.
Foul coming out, hits two of them. Spirit Wall is off the mark thanks to the lacerate coming out from the Medusa. Stun is off the mark as well from the Kronos. He's still accelerating, looking for a bit of damage. Does find it with the Time Rift.
Yeah, we're going to do a fair amount of damage to the Hou Yi there. Going to ping out, going to go take that blue buff from the backside there. And Hydra Boss just going to push the wave up. Are they going to decide to go for the purple buff on the left-hand side? Yes, they are. Although Kronos and Medusa are already making their way over. Are they going to... No, they're just going to stop the wave.
They need to stop the wave first. They can't let 6 minions die to the tower. There's too much of an experience lost in this map. But they're going to go in for an invade here. Is it an invade or just...
Find anyone? Oh, they're going to stop the backing from Isis. Everyone's going to... 3-man Cataclysm there from Jeb. The Isis ultimate is coming out for second protection. The ultimate from Athena is also being used. Brilliant ultimate there from Tiki. Going to get the kill on Partacombe. Is Athena going to survive this? No, she's not. Tiki's going to get the double kill. Isis now going to have to be very careful. Spirit Ball just off the mark. Not going to get knocked up. Wingust does make her immune to that ability. And she's going to escape. No, she's going to get cut off at the pass by the looks of it. By the rest of Vex Gaming. No, brilliant call, decided to get a direction.
No, but Giku recognizes this. Princess being very cheeky, just zoning the wave there. And now they're just going to full-on pincer her. They've got Medusa going one way. They've got the Kronos going the other way. Tiki picks up yet another kill, a delayed triple kill for the Hunter for Vex Gaming EU. And he's level 9 right now. He's starting to pull a bit ahead.
Yeah, brilliant pincer movement though from the Vex Gaming team. And then Hou Yi, look at Hou Yi's health, just melting away there, jumping straight into the Kronos. Is he going to survive us? I don't think he is. Tiki going to get yet another kill, 4-0 at this point in time.
Partacombe got tunnel vision once more. Kedri, he's Geb. He's got protections. He is going to be living, especially with that stone shield. And he wasn't even low. He was about 30% HP. You have to get a triple ricochet to kill him there, and he just keeps on getting tunnel visioned. And it's costing his team dearly. Maybe it cost him the final altogether.
Quite possibly. Hopefully he'll be able to curve back. You can see Princess get hit in the face yet again by the Time Rift from the Kronos there. That tower for Hydra Boss isn't looking very healthy.
It's already sitting on 20% HP at the very most. Kronos could go in there with his accelerator, take down that tower at a whim at this point. He's gonna be able to clear up the melee minions. Not the archers just yet, they're too far back. Ricochet coming out, doesn't hit anybody. Actually,
that was really close though.
I think QQ sitting on about 2/3 HP and about 1/3 mana. He's gotta be a bit careful how he spends his skills, especially in the next fight.
He does indeed. He does still have Time Rift available. However, Jeb's gonna get pulled in by the Confound. Nothing much going to come of it. The mark is going to go on the Medusa there on Tiki. And brilliant double shot there from the Partacombe on Hou Yi. Although ultimate coming out from Medusa. Going to find the kill on Princess. Princess is going to melt again. And now we're going to see Athena. She's going to get collapsed on as well. Is she going to survive this? Chances are she is. And then Hou Yi just... No, Hou Yi's going to go down here. Again, another kill to Tiki.
Kedri with the shockwave, knocking up the Hou Yi, allowing Tiki to get a guaranteed Viper shot off there. Claims the life, and now the tower goes, and the Phoenix might fall here as well. Angry Kiku and Tiki just going to be auto-attacking this to the death. Already on half HP, Blink, Taunt, fights through them. Kedri may actually fall here. Oh, brilliant Geb shield.
No, Tiki is going to go down, however, to the Phoenix shot. Just going to go as she escapes. Last shot from the Phoenix, killing her there. Kedri on next to no health. Angry QQ on about 1/3 health. They're going to have to go back. They're just going to have... They can't stay in this. If anyone turns up, they will die. So they're just going to return and count their blessings.
It seems odd, though, that Hydra Boss are going to be going for buffs at this point when they have the opportunity to take a lot of tower damage. I mean,
yeah, I would personally, again, go for the tower at this point.
But they're looking for the jungle control, which is a safe option as well. Getting control of all the buffs and getting the timers on them means you get more experience from the map. And in a map with only one lane, where you have to split it between 3 people, controlling the jungle is absolutely vital. A surrender vote coming out.
Who is voting surrender at this point?
I would imagine it would be Hydra Boss. I can't imagine Vex Gaming EU, with the position that they are in, are going to surrender this.
Could be troll.
Unless one of them has to go and they have to forfeit this game.
I hope we don't see that. We could be having issues from Tiki again. However, we did see some issues earlier this week. Hopefully that is not the case. We'll find out very soon. It doesn't look like the surrender rate's going to go through at this point. We should be okay.
There certainly is a bit of a discussion going on about it, maybe, in one of the teams. But Shell coming out here for the Geb. It's not quite finished just yet, but those extra protections will mean that the Circle Protection won't do as much damage. The Sunbreaker ultimate, though, and the sort of pseudo-dot that it does give is going to be less effective.
Yeah, Shell, one of my favourite items in the game, just giving you that little bit of extra protection to keep that fight going, especially with Jeb and his shield as well. It's really good on Kepri as well, but Kepri not quite in this match. Sadly, everyone thinks he's too good, and they are indeed correct.
So 6 kills on the Medusa, having all of them for Vex Gaming EU. Certainly, as a Blink Cataclysm comes out, Princess with a good amount of beats there. There's the Shell and the Sunbreaker ultimate. Tiki last rate straight into the fountain.
I think at that point it was possibly just a panic escape there, trying to get out from the Sunbreaker. Everyone's going to be fine though. We have seen ultimates, one ultimate used from Ho Yi, and now we can see another confound. Jeb's going to get pulled in. Brilliant Spirit Ball.
Oh, the Circle Protection, nobody's in there. That's just going to be used for a heal. Stonegate's coming out just for a slow. They're looking for Princess, or they could be looking for Expersic. No, it's a bit of a split in damage between the two. Both of them are going to have to back here, otherwise Kedri could blink in. Those blinks down.
Menace are going to take a few shots from the tower there. Athena, going to have to be very careful. You're going to see Kronos get knocked up there. Going to
the triple ricochet! Finds so much damage onto Aggregate QQ and picks up the kill, and that's probably saved the Phoenix. Oh, wow.
And Tiki going down to the Phoenix as well. Princess getting the kill. Athena ultimating in. Is Kedri going to escape here? He's going to outrun the Spirit Ball. He's going to just return to his tower, try and be safe. Ice is going to clear the minion wave. We're probably going to see a lot of damage come out onto the tower. If not the tower go down, Kedri not going to be able to defend, at least for a large chunk of this wave. No, Athena is just going to tank it up, and we're going to see that tower most likely go down.
Hu Yi is here with the triple ricochet defense of the Phoenix, and they're going to get the tower, deservedly. Kronos has spawned, if it's too little, too late. Hydra showing some life in this game at long last. And is that going to be a mystical male coming out from the Athena? No, I actually believe it's going to be a Midgardian male.
Quite possibly, yes. To deal with the Medusa and the Kronos there, yeah, probably one of the best choices at this point. We're going to see the Phoenix for Hydra Boss is at half health. So they're still going to have to be very careful. Can't get complacent after that very big win in that previous fight. We have still got a level difference, which is definitely in favour of Vex Gaming. And now we're going to see a brilliant compound coming out from the Athena.
We're looking for Kedri here. It's going to be rolling out to safety. Patokan going straight in there. Ricochet's on the mark. He finds another kill. Beautiful shot there from the Hu Yi.
These ricochets are perfectly on point. Tiki going to get the kill on Ho Yi instead, though. And now we're going to see a huge fight breaking out between the last 2 remaining members of each team. Who's going to win this fight?
Well, they do have the support up for Hydra Boss, so they have a bit more of ability to defend this Phoenix. But 2 auto-attack based gods, one of which is Kronos, just knocking down on the door of this Phoenix. It's going to be tough. Defender Olympus coming out, trying to get back in time to defend. No, it's not enough. Phoenix goes down. Angry Day QQ unchecked.
Great decision there by Angry Day QQ to go for it. Spursik going to get a brilliant confound on both of them, although he's going to have to be very careful. Both of these gods are very, very dangerous when they're auto-attacking you. Ho Yi has returned. These two aren't going to want to fight into this. Going to return back to their, well, Phoenix at this point. The tower is down. Ricochet off the mark, sadly, there. But these ricochets from Ho Yi, they're ridiculously good.
We talked about it many, many times. Straight edges on the map. Beautiful curvature on the map as well around the Phoenix. There's no jagged edges, there's no sudden jolts where if you miss time or misalign your ricochet just a slight bit, it could just fly off in the other direction. And he's utilizing the walls beautifully here. And it gets the increased damage from it. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to hit the ricochets in the Joust map as opposed to the Conquest map. Conquest map, even when there are circles, they're like you said, a lot more jagged. They're more likely to go in a random direction than where you wanted it to go if you just twitch ever so slightly.
We do have confirmation of the 3rd place match-off result, Destiny versus Team Panda Bear. Destiny were the winners in that, so congratulations to them on the 3rd place victory. They're going to bag themselves 200 gems each.
That is by no means a small amount of gems. You can buy some stuff for a voice pack for the new god, Xing Tian, if you wish. That voice pack is actually really good. I have to recommend buying that. And now we're going to see the siege for Vex Gaming on the Titan. Are they going to get through? Are they going to successfully defend Hydra Boss? It's a good question.
I don't know, if I had to go for any voice pack, it'll probably be the Ragnarok Fenrir one.
That's also a very good voice pack.
Have you ever spammed Quiet with him?
No, what is his quiet? I've not actually heard it properly.
It's... I can't do it justice, but it's him just shouting, "Silence!"
Oh, yeah, I have heard that. Although, look at the damage coming on Hou Yi there. Hou Yi about to melt from the Viper shot there from Tiki. Gonna go back under his fountain, though. He is quite lucky. He is there. The Titan there he's going down to half health just from the time rifts going out.
And as the... Oh, Princess Confucius uses Circle Protection, going to take a lot of damage. Stonegaze finds the kill. Defender of Princess is going to be off the mark. Sunbreak ultimate is not enough to deter as Tiki breaks in. All 8 kills for Vex Gaming EU on the Hunter. And they take the victory in this game.
Very, very well played by Vex Gaming. Hydra Boss didn't play badly by any by any part of imagination, though. Cam just making so many amazing shots with those Hou Yi ricochets.
He made some amazing shots, but he also cost his team early with his tunnel visioning. So it's a bit of a 50-50 there in terms of his performance, in my opinion.
I would like to see him improve on his positioning a bit in the next game. Hopefully he will learn from his mistakes in this one. There were a lot of times he was caught out a bit too aggressive, trying to chase down the Jeb, who has his shield. Not sure why you chase him down, and then just getting caught out by the Kronos and the Medusa.
Still, we're going to be right back with the second game of this best of 3. Stick around, you don't want to miss that. Hydra Boss versus Vex Gaming EU, the second game of the grand final. Vex Gaming EU obviously took the first game, but Hydra Boss, they still have a chance. They can win both these games and still be crowned champions. Can they do it? They are on Shibalonke on Partoakam, Princess playing Odin, and Expertic on the Agni.
And then, meanwhile, Vex currently in the lead, trying to retain a title. We have Kedri, Angry Day QQ, and Tiki on the Anha. Tiki has been dominating performance in the previous match.
I do like the... Oh, here comes back as belly flop. They're looking for aggression right now. Partoakam taking a lot of damage. May he fall here. Well, waste attack for Tiki does find the kill already.
Wow, less than 30 seconds into the match, and Tiki gets first blood on the Shibalonke there. Crazy damage.
That is a huge kill. Not only does it slow the Shibalonke down, it also means that Onyx can get his Transcendence online almost immediately. He's already got 1,000 gold in hand.
So he's only about 200 gold behind now on that Transcendence. He's going to be able to complete that very soon. He's currently got 1,100 in hand. He's going to be able to go back after this wave, most likely, and get that Transcendence complete.
This still needs to find a bit more gold. About 200 more, then he can go back and finish it. 1,400 gold needed to finish up that item to the tier 3. But Agni and Isis both... Oh, Expertic taking a lot of damage there for the belly flop. But there you see why Bacchus is so highly coveted in the Joust map.
Yeah, able to jump in, knock them up, and that Belch of the Gods... It doesn't feel like much, but if you've got no way of stopping it, that is going to do some serious damage. Although we see Pantacam about to get knocked out again, yet again. Is he going to survive this? He is going to survive it. Going to get out on just next to no health. Spirit Ball perfectly on mark.
He forced the beads. That's a beads one cooldown. 3 minutes, and you still won't have that active yet again. That's a huge win. They can engage on the Shibalonke quite freely now. If they get that situation again, Shibalonke is dead.
We're going to see Agni get a little bit cheeky there. Stop Tiki from going back to base. Tiki going to stick around, actually. Going to wipe out this wave. Look at Pantacam. He's only level 3 at this point.
On his level 5. If he fights a Disperse and Impale, Partoakam could fall. He's not going to look for it. Partookam's just going to stop the wave going into the tower, allow his teams to get here, to be able to split this experience between them all. Lovely play.
We got a level 1 Transcendence coming out, completed on Anha. Level 1 Boots coming out, a little bit of extra movement speed. He's pulling ahead into, fairly heavily in terms of gold. He's got 3,400 net worth at this point.
3,400 compared to the 2,700 net worth coming out from Partoakam on the Shibalonke. And with Shibalonke, you can't fall too far behind. Even though you are going to get online eventually, you want to come online as soon as possible. You want to get those kills early on to allow you to get past your weak early game. And right now, they're not finding anything for him.
At this point, Partoakam is very unfortunate in that he's always the one they're going for, forcing out the beads, getting first blood on him. He does have Bluestone Pendant just finishing up his Warrior Tabby, but they really don't want to let Shibalonke get online, so they're just going to keep focusing down.
Because not having the Transcendence means you can't have the Branching Bolus activated forever. They do consume quite a bit of mana. It may not seem like much per auto attack, but it does stack up over time. And having the Transcendence means you can have it active because of the mana regen you have and the mana pool that you do get. So he's got the blue buff. He should be able to be fine in terms of mana usage now. But there looks to be a gank here from Vex Gaming EU.
Vex Gaming were making an attempt to try and take that blue buff away from them. Not going to find it, although Odin's pretty far up. No, Spirit Ball going to be off the mark on Shibalonke. Everyone knows that was the target. Princess, however, is taking a huge amount of damage from the Isis.
So he's taking a bit of damage in return from Partoakam. Branching Ballers using on the minions to get the damage off to the side. Good Spirit Ball to stop more aggression coming out. Belly flop from Bacchus off the mark next to the Rising Chakra. Good stun there by Expertic. Oh, the Soak Protection's not going to heal.
No, it's not at all going to heal. But Princess, oh, I'm going to QQ, going to go down there. Princess also going to go down to Tiki. It's a 1-for-1 trade there. Brilliant use of the cage.
It was still going to do the damage. A lot of it, in fact, went on to the Odin. But it was not going to heal, and that was the key. It just meant that Isis was then going to fall to the Agni. Oh, Partoakam just dodging that Impale. If that Impale hit, I think that may have been a kill.
If that hit, they were probably going to go straight in afterwards. Spursik has to be careful as well, though. He is on 3/4 health, but if they engage, he is going to take a lot of damage.
Because the melee flop and the pillar impale is going to be good. Spirit Ball's not on the mark, but a good use of the stun neck. Princess does find a kill with a basic attack. Good retaliation there from Hydra Boss to say even up the kills.
Yeah, managed to return that fight in their favour. Spursik is still sticking around. I would like to see him base. He'll probably go back, yes, after this minion wave indeed. And now on the right hand side, we are going to see them bait out of a red buff.
Oh, good double Spirit Ball there, but without the Bacchus there to follow up with even more CC, they don't really have that strong a fight. They don't have the Circle Protection, they don't have the Desert Fury. Oh, Power Token with the Darkest Night, so they're going to look for damage here. Can't find a Poison Darts though.
Going to be off the mark there on Tiki. Red buff going in favour of Vex Gaming. They're not going to be able to pick up that buff as yet, but I don't think they mind too much. They did just get the experience for it after all. And now we've got 3 in the mid lane for Hydra Boss. Just going to try and push up this minion wave, stop Vex Gaming from snowballing like they have in their previous matches.
Vex Gaming right now, they're being very shrewd. They're not allowing themselves to be caught out. They're staying well underneath their tower while still staying in minion range. They don't want to fight unless all 3 members are there, and that is key. Raven Shout being used there very early by Princess.
Looks like he was going to try and go for a bait there. Partoricum taking a lot of damage there from the belch of the gods. Spursik, no, not quite going to get hit by the Spirit Ball there. Going to get out of the baby cage. Odin there is left by himself though at the back line. Bacchus chasing down the 2 damage dealers. Partoricum and Spursik they are very low on health at this point. We're going to see both of the gods go in again. It's going to stun Spursik. Is Ketri going to go down here? Princess has turned up, but the other 2... Tiki is basically on full health.
I can't believe that Tiki and Angry QQ were keeping Princess occupied for so long. Ketri, he was 1v2 again, he was winning. And that's a lot to do with how strong Bacchus is. He's very disruptive, does a lot of damage, and his passive makes him inherently tanky. When he's intoxicated, has more than 60% of his meter filled up, he gets 14% damage mitigation.
That is a huge amount of damage mitigation when you think about it. We can't actually see his passive. We are going to assume he's almost always smashed when he's alive, though. Just assume that. It's pretty safe to do with Bacchus. And now we're just going to see everyone go back to base. And we're going to have Soli to actually prioritise here for Anha. Not going to finish his boost.
He's looking for the life, so looking for the sustain. They're going to look for Ketri here. Oh, synchronized jumping there from Vex Gaming to avoid the bird bomb.
Baby Cage has been released onto Tiki here. Tiki looking for a chance to escape. Going to get stunned out by the Meteor's Phase. Going to push Princess into his team. Is he going to die here? No. Oh, he's going to go down to Spursik.
Oh, and Ketri's being affected by the poison darts. Not enough to take him down. So this is going to stop his back for a bit more. I'm going to QQ with a good Spirit Ball there. And this should be the purple buff going the way of Hydra Boss, who take the first lead they've had in this set.
They do indeed. Now hopefully they can keep this lead. Isis going to get... Aegis going to be used by the Isis there in the mid lane, although she's got to be very careful. She's got no way of escaping. The jump is going to be off the mark. She's going to use the ultimate. Is she going to get him? Particum's going to get killed by Kedri there as he comes in. Now Odin's on next to no health. Is he going to die? He is. He's going to go down to Angry Day QQ. Princess going down. Spursik now by himself. Is he going to get hit? Spirit Ball perfectly on mark.
Huge bait there by Angry Day QQ. He didn't care that he was by himself. He knew he had the Aegis to keep himself alive and delay for long enough for Bacchus to get there. The circle protection was beautiful, turned a fight in his favour, and Bacchus claims a kill of his own in that fight as well. And they're going to be rewarded with the tower, most likely. Yeah,
this tower has no chance these guys can defend it. This tower is going to go down. First tower going down in favour of Vex Gaming. This game is very much swings and roundabouts.
Right now, we do see 2 shoes on the match eye coming out for Vex Gaming EU with a lot of power there. And I believe that's going to be a Hotword Amulet for the Bacchus. No need to go into the Bulwark of Hope, it's too expensive at this point for what it is. It's not going to be going into the Pestilence, there's not really much healing coming out from Hydra Boss, aside from slicing from Shibbolonke, which you don't really buy anti-healing for. And the MP5 would help Bacchus a lot with his mana consumption.
Yeah, that's most likely what they are going to go into. We'll see very soon whether he actually does go into that. He does have that magic protection at the moment. He's going to be able to deal with the Agni that little bit better. He's got his blink as well. Going to be able to blink in, belch, and do his thing. What have we got? We do have 2 levels of beads coming out for the Agni. We're going to see a jump in.
And they're going to go straight onto Partokan once more. He'll force use the beads. Desert Fury, one more tick would have done it. He's jumping through basic attack. He's going to find it. He is going to get caged though, and he doesn't mind though. Path of Flame's going to do a bit of damage, but Agni is taking a lot by himself. Impale into the Phoenix. Ooh, the Belgian Gods does find it. Tiki's very low, and they're going to try and save their Hunter. Is it going to be enough? Yes, he's going to disperse away.
Brilliant teamwork, brilliant communication there by Vex Gaming. They are going to get 2 kills. Odin isn't going to get the kill on to Anha. Going to go back to base and just recover his health. He's going to have his Balance Blade online. It's either going to be an Executioner or a Kinsize. Most likely it's going to be an Executioner.
Going straight back on the Shibboleth the second he spawns. Ketri's actually going to fall here, not before he takes out Bartokam. But Shibboleth gets the first stack on his passive, and that means it's worth for the Shibboleth.
Screaming Worth all the way back to the fountain there, although Jablonke is pretty far behind. He's only level 8 at this point. It's not coming out Millhouse for Hydra Boss in terms of Jablonke at this point.
No, he's level 8 right now, lowest level in the game. Has the lowest amount of gold. Expert's going to get impaled, but he can dash it away safely.
He's going to have to be very careful now. He's got no way of recovering. We were discussing earlier about the Hot Ward Amulet for Barkus. Barkus does indeed have that, and he also now has Breastplate of Valor online.
More belly flops, more intoxicates, more chug, more wine.
And who doesn't want more wine?
I'm more of a cider guy myself.
Cider, wine, whiskey, rum. I'll drink anything, I don't mind.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm very easy to please. Just like Vex Gaming, they will eat anything they see in their way, although they do seem to have a very nice taste for Jablonke.
Who doesn't like a bit of Jaguar?
A little bit of Jaguar. It's one of those rare delicacies, isn't it? We are now going to see them barrel down the lane here, trying to force a fight at the Phoenix. The Phoenix is indeed on the side of Hydra Boss, so they've got to be careful not to get pulled in, although there are no pulls in the side of Hydra Boss.
Attack speed buff was taken very recently by the Jablonke, so there's no bait going on there. Instead, they're going to go for the red buff. And Hydra Boss, they showed signs of life earlier. They still are in this game, don't get that wrong. But they've got to find more protection for the Jablonke. He's just getting engaged upon every single time.
Jablonke not getting a chance to escape. He's not even getting his Rising Jaguar off in time. Just going to keep going down. Looks like Vex are going to push the main wave up. They're going to go back to the right-hand side. Attack speed buff. It's given Palacam a chance to catch up a little bit, but he's still so far behind. It's very difficult for him to catch up at this point.
What you see Hydra Boss doing, they don't want to go out and fight in the open. They recognize that they are behind by a substantial amount to the point where they need a place to fall back on if they are getting low. And they can't find that out in the open. They need to stay near their Phoenix. Even if that means they're getting zoned from the wave, which they are doing.
At this point, they're a bit far away from their Phoenix at this point. If anyone doesn't, Barkus is going to go in. He's not going to find anything, and he's going to get stunned out by the Agni, doing next to no damage. Ice is going to get hit by the darts, and now we're going to see Experts get turned on.
Do we see the cage coming out from when he's looking for a few people, Darkest Knights as well, and there goes the cage onto Tiki, but he's going to get out. Circle protection coming out at the same time, stops the Rising Jaguar for Jablonke. That could spell the end again for Pantarkam. It is indeed. Agni QQ binds it with an Isis basic attack.
Left alone to fend for himself yet again. Agni going to have to return back to base. Odin left alone, trying to defend this Phoenix. Is he going to be able to? He's got his shield up, ready to go. No, he's not going to jump in, not going to try anything. And Barkus jumping in, just trying to make Odin jump out. That's the Phoenix going down.
Makes you find another Phoenix in this matchup. Expressing trying to dash it, trying to get a kill, making the play. It's not enough. Tiki, too much health at this point, thanks to that Soul Eater.
That was greedy. That was very greedy by Agni there. Trying to get the kill on Tiki, not quite finding it. Going to go down to Tiki, and now Jablonke's back in again.
That's suicide right there. And right about Azkaban, I do expect this one to go through. They seem to be throwing their lives away at this point in a last bit of glory, trying to get the final kill, the final say.
It does seem that Hydra Boss are a little bit on tilt in this match. Spiritball going to hit the mark on Princess. There is a huge level difference between these two teams at this point, and I like to say that Hydra have a chance of coming back, but at this point it's very much Vex's game.
They had a game plan. They went, right, Jablonke is going to be doing a lot for them, as well as Agni, sort of, but the Jablonke is going to be doing so much in these fights, especially when he gets his crit online. So we're going to focus him. We're going to make sure he's not of any relevancy whatsoever in these fights. Then we can start to worry about the Agni, the Odin Cage. It's fine. We've got Circle Protection, and we can maybe get an Aegis on Isis if needs be.
Yeah, this game plan has been working out perfectly for Vex Gaming. Stop Jablonke from getting anywhere, and you've basically hamstrung Hydra Boss. Hydra Boss did have signs of life right at the beginning of this game. They were putting ahead for a short period of time. Vex Gaming basically going back saying, nope, thank you, this will be ours if we can.
You see what Tiki is doing there? He's using the pillar to try and stack up the minions. So they make sure that there's a huge wave of fire minions going into the base at once.
We're going to see Spursic on the right hand side. He's got to be very careful. He's going down to about 3/4 health just from the wing gust. We are seeing a fight breaking out again. Barkus by himself, although Anher and Jablonke are just in a slight slap match, at which point Anher is winning, although Partacam has got to be very careful now. He's going to get belched up for gods. He's going to have to dash back under the Phoenix.
I'm going to get you perfectly Aegis scout the... Ooh, good use of dash there from Magnet, but the Aegis from the Isis stopping the bird bomb damage coming out. Probably be saving up, but the mobile damage comes out this time. Straight away is impaled his princess. QQ taking a lot of damage. His circle protection is there, but Expertic, he's gonna dash through. Ketri fights princess in the meantime. Getting dispersed. Is the impale there for Tiki onto the Agni? No, it's off the mark. QQ fights Patoka, but Tiki fights Expertic. That should be the GG, guys. Vex Gaming EU are today's Joust 3v3 champions.
Dominant performance there by Vex Gaming. Commiserations to Hydra Boss. They are our second place team, getting 400 gems each. And who was it? Who was third place again?
We can have a quick check on that for you. 1 second. Third place went to Destiny.
So Destiny there, our third place team, getting 200 gems each. Very dominant performance by Vex Gaming today.
Didn't drop a single game throughout the entire tournament, and to be honest, they looked quite comfortable for most of the games. They had a bit of a shaky start in that one, but again, they just came out flying when they really had to start playing.
Yeah, the moment they realised that Jabronke was the target, they went on it, made a brilliant game plan. Jabronke won 7-2. Very unfortunate. Lowest gold in the game. So a quick look at the damage. How low was Jabronke in terms of damage as well? He was third lowest?
Lowest was Odin, then there was the Bacchus, then the Shiva Lonke, so yeah, third lowest.
Pretty far down there.
But he did well considering he was 1 and 7 at the very end, level 10 as well. It's hard to play any god from behind, especially one that requires farm like Shiva Lonke.
Jabronke, yeah, definitely one of those farmy gods. But there we have it, guys. Vex Gaming are your victors. Hydra Boss are your second place team. Thank you all for tuning in. I've been Darkeye3. You can find me at Twitter at Darkeye3. YouTube is Darkeye3 Gaming, and Twitch is Darkeye3. Where can we find you, Anubis?
Yeah, my name is Alpha Jackal. You can find me on Twitter at Alpha Jackal. You can also find me on Twitch, AJMB1995. Well, that will do it for us. I'd like to thank production for having such an amazing tournament for today. Everybody for turning out in chat, you guys are amazing. Special thanks to everybody who played, and special congratulations to Vex Gaming EU, the winners. We'll see you all on Monday with a Conquest tournament.